tonight.
Ding dong die.
Oh shit. Backstreet's back. Alright. Alright, yeah. Yeah, alright. Alright, motherfucking yeah. Alright, double kill. Spray and pray, double kill. Backstreet's back. Alright. Backstreet's back. Alright.
Meow.
Backstreet's back. Alright. Yeah.
I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees. All employees. Repeat. All employees. All employees. Repeat. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. I am one of all employees. I'm going to the platform. All employees. all employees.
La 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 la.
There you go. Here, listen to my beautiful singing voice.
La 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 la. All right, and now we're gonna fish. I hate fishing, you fucker. Fell in last time and I can't swim.
The Ziggy Piggy's back. Oh my god, I can't stop joking.
All right, we're gonna go fishing. It's about time. I wanted to go fishing for the longest time.
Can I stop joking today? Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh. What the?
This is a pretty big one. A carton.
Fuck. Ugh. Hold up. It's gonna clear up, I swear. I got it. It's fishy. Jesus
It
Christ.
is time. Sunday night bites.
Okay, it's actually starting to feel better now.
It's our new event that we're doing every Sunday night. It's an interactive and chill stream fun. Good evening, and welcome to Sunday Night Bites, my friends. How's everyone tonight? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're ready for some chill fun in Bassmaster Fishing 2022. I certainly hope that we have, oh, shit.
YouTube mode on.
There we go. I certainly hope that we have as much luck this week as we did last. Last week, I caught the monstrous lunker. The 35-pound bass. It was insanity, man. I didn't even know they had fish that big in the game. And we caught it, and it was a holy macaroni. It was pretty crazy. Okay? So I'm excited for this week just for that. Just for that reason. But as you know, the Bassmaster stream that I do once a week is usually very, very interactive. We have a lot of opportunity to kind of relax with each other and chill out and have a good time and have some fun conversation while we pass the time. We already have the fisherman's hat right here alongside me with the the frog lure that you chose last week when we hit the support goal. And this week, we're actually going to start out this stream a little different because this week, rather than jumping right into the game and fishing, I actually have a bunch of stuff to show you guys, okay? All right? I'm pretty excited. Remember, we hit the $100 funding goal. Fisherman's hat goes on, and you guys vote for a fishing lure to add to the hat. And we have really cool ones this week because a fan donated a bunch of them. And I'd like to show them to you as we begin tonight, all right? Now, in addition, this would definitely be a really, really good week to hit the funding goal for the hat, which is $100, because this week's very tight for me. I have not only all this money I just spent, just think about this. In the last week, I bought Pac-Man World Repack, Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. I just spent a bunch of money on pizza yesterday. My wife's birthday is on Tuesday, and we're going to get her a nice dinner. I promised her, you know, order her whatever she wants for her birthday. And then coming up this Friday is Splatoon 3, all before this weekend I have 2 giant bills due, my internet bill and my dues. So basically, I am like super strapped, counting every dollar yet again, and tips would help tremendously. Okay, hitting that goal tonight would be really helpful. So if you enjoy the chill late night streams of fishing that we do, I would hope that you could support this stream with tipping tonight if you could. Not to say the other stuff doesn't help. Liking the stream helps. Super chats, super stickers, memberships help. However, I do have an update before we get started tonight in regards to gifted memberships. They're not working right now. And YouTube apparently, at least the customer service reps that they have working for them, know nothing about it. Yesterday, during my marathon, there were 6 gifted memberships. No one got them, and they were refunded. Today, this morning, we had one person who tried to gift 5 memberships and another who tried to gift 10. Nobody got them. Okay? So I actually contacted YouTube during the break, and I got in touch with their customer service, and I explained the situation. The customer service, who have absolutely no hands-on experience, membership, it would be randomly selected, and boom, someone would get the membership. And it would actually say Malcolm gifted 1 membership to blah, blah, blah. And then that person, obviously, I would hope would say thanks to Malcolm for the gifted membership. You see, that's how it would work, okay? What's happening is people are gifting the memberships, and they don't go to anyone. They just float and disappear. And then the people get refunded the next day. That was sent stating that the membership has been refunded. I was like, no, I didn't give the membership. My viewer did. In fact, I think it would kind of be messed up for me to ask for a personal email from my viewer, because then I would have their email address and stuff. I don't think that I should be asking for that. And they go, oh, well, do you have a screenshot of your stream proving that someone gifted a bunch of memberships and then they didn't actually apply to anyone? I was like, oh, no, I don't sit here on my stream screenshotting all day. I'm a streamer. It's like, your YouTube, don't you have access? Like, seriously, don't you have access to the streams and all the data? To which they were like, oh, all right, just send us the link to the stream and we'll look into it on our end then. So I did. I was like, wow, they really don't want to do any work. Seriously, because what it is, the line level rep at YouTube has no training, no information. They don't even use the site. They literally just sit there reading from facts and manuals, and that's it. It'll be like if you're in a call center, someone calls in, you don't actually know anything about the service they're calling in for. All you do is you read step by step through instructions on how to answer the customer. That's it. So what's supposed to happen is they're supposed to forward this into their team, and they're supposed to basically say, okay, here, here's what happened, and get back to me. But I don't know if they're going to or not. What I can tell you is apparently I'm not the only person having this issue with gifted memberships. It was actually a Bookworm earlier. Bookworm earlier had said that he was on another stream yesterday, and that person got a big member bomb, and only like very few were given to anyone, and the rest just went away. So it seems like it might be a site-wide thing, and YouTube's just not aware of it, and they didn't tell anyone in their customer service department about it. So it is what it is. So I'll say this, guys. Listen, I appreciate it. If you want to gift memberships to help make that member goal happen, I really appreciate that. They're probably not going to work tonight. They didn't work earlier. Like I said, 15 didn't even work earlier. Okay?
Stop this!
So I'm not sure what else to do. All right? What I would say is tonight, guys, if you want to make the goal happen, $100, Fisherman's Hat, goes on, and you pick a lure to go on it. All right? I would really appreciate it if we could hit that tonight. That would help me a ton this week. Okay? All right. So as we're about to begin, I'll do 2 shout-outs, and then actually I'm going to start recording because I want to show you the lures. I want to show you the new lure.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money.
Now,
pay my bills.
Malcolm, with a $20 tip to start off tonight. Thank you so much, Malcolm. And he says, happy birthday, Kat. Yes, in a couple days is her birthday.
So when I laugh and I go,
And, sadly, I got to work. Luckily, she gets to stay home for her birthday, which is nice. She has a relaxing day at home. I have to work.
No.
But like I said, we're going to get her whatever she wants for that dinner that day. So this actually helps with that. And thank you so much, Malcolm, for that. I really appreciate that. First tip of the night. There we go. A fifth of the way there. Awesome. And then, I believe, Marlon Tan did a super chat. Yes, Marlon Tan. Thank you for the $2 super chat, or $1.99 super chat. I appreciate that. Get that on the leaderboard, and then we'll begin. Awesome. Oops. Where'd the T go? Here we go. Oh, excuse me. Woo. Okay, you guys ready to start? Because I want to do a little intro, like I said. Here we go. Ready? All right, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Night Bites, which is what we call our little weekly session of Bassmaster Fishing 2022. This week, I'm starting it a little differently. And you may be like, what's going on? Usually you're in the game, you're starting up on a lake, we're starting fishing before we get, we even start recording. What's going on? This week, a fan gifted me a bunch of fishing lures. They heard that 2 weeks ago I was looking for some. I couldn't find a place locally to buy any. This was before I'd gotten the ones from Amazon that I've shown you the last couple of weeks. And they were like, man, we would like to have you have some nice lures for your fishing streams. And they actually sent them to me. That was so nice. I want to say thank you to the person, although admittedly, I don't think the person wants a shout out because, you know, the online bullshit with trolling and everything, they want to stay away from that element. And I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What I'd like to do before we start tonight is show you guys the lures. All right. So tonight we hit $100 of tips, which is the goal on which we're going to put on the fishing hat. Here it is, which already has the frog lure in it from last week. Okay. We had $100 in tips tonight. Here is what you get to choose from. You ready? A Gem Fab jig, which is all neon colors. It's like a neon, almost like a, you know, the highlighter color on the bottom. And then it's half neon green and half pink. I think that would certainly stand out. Right? Oh my God, that'll stand out huge on the hat, right? So that's a good one. We've got the Gotcha Lure. It doesn't necessarily have like another name, but it's called the Original Gotcha Lure. It's good for bluefish, Spanish mackerel, trout, and any fish that feeds on small bait fish. It is very long and white with a neon head and 2 hooks. That would also stand out on the hat for sure. Okay. Good evening, PS3. True Power you. This one's really neat. This one is called the Hedon Torpedo. All right. It says action on the surface. It's a top water lure, meaning this one would sit on the top of the surface of the lake or water where you're fishing. It actually has a propeller tail that rotates and it would go on the top of the water as if a fish was swimming at the very top of the lake. Just like that. That one's really cool. Big spots on it and everything. A big yellow eye. See that? It's a chubby one too. So that's a good one. That would definitely stand out on the hat. Okay. Here's another one. Another completely different one. The S Pro Bucktail Jig. This one is blue with speckles, white, a little bit of black, and like a metallic gold head. So it's a ton of different colors, which is really nice. It kind of really stands out. I'm not sure how a jig, I think the jig is the one that goes in the middle of the water and moves around like this. You pull it and it moves like a real fish when you pull it with that's why they call it, it jiggles, it jigs when you pull it, I think. All right, so the bucktail jig. And then we got this one. Now, this one likely we would not do right away because those others are really standouts. But it's actually a 2-pack of speckled trout rigs, Buccaneer Bait Company, 2 little guys. One white and one kind of yellowish. They're nice, but like I said, I definitely think these are bigger and they'll probably stand out better. So, if we hit the $100 tips goal for tonight, the hat goes on and you will be choosing between these 4 new lures that have been donated by a viewer. How cool is that? Right? Pretty nice selection, no? So I figured I should go through that early so you guys know what you're choosing from if we do happen to hit the goal. All right? Excellent. All right, now, obviously, let's switch back and let's get the... Oh, my God. That is not what I wanted. Hold on. All right, and now we're going to fish. Oh, hold on. That is not what I intended. That is not what I intended to show. I apologize. That was me whistling like a fool. I did not mean to do that. Okay. Very nice. All right. Let's, actually, I gotta get all my stuff on and then we'll boot the game up. I don't have anything on or anything here. So now you guys know, right? You know what you're working towards. I'm glad that you know. Let's boot her up. Now remember everyone, from last week's Sunday Night Bite session, I screwed up, if you remember at the beginning. I added a new lure to use, but I accidentally put it on the one that has the weight to it. So the lure was way too heavy, and it kept falling straight to the bottom of the lake. It was pretty much unusable. So what we need to do this week, first thing, is change up that lure so that it actually doesn't keep hitting the ground, okay? Now, how do we do that? Is it...
Can someone please shut up this dude?
Manage. This is it right here, right? Your loadouts. Here it is. And which one was it? Shit. It was this one. Yes, it was the booty shaker. We need to take this off. How do we remove it? So these are all weights. How do you just remove? It doesn't say how to remove. You see that, right? I want to get rid of it. If I click on it, it goes to this. How the hell do I just remove? I don't see an option to just remove the attachment. You need a bobber on the booty shaker. Now, how would I put that on exactly, Clay JT? A bobber?
What do I do?
Can I actually whistle? Of course I can. That was me really whistling in the intro.
What do I do?
See? But anyway, Jade, what's up, man? He said, let's go fishing. So how would I do this? Ned,
what do
Texas,
I
Carolina.
do?
No, oh, here we go. No, wait. How would I put a bobber on this thing? Wait a minute, it's the wrong one. Wait, what? How was I? Wait a minute. Something's up. It changed the lure. Why did it change the lure? That's really weird. Where did it go? Oh my god, this is annoying. Now I gotta find it. I bought it, but now it's gone. I have to find it again? Where the heck did it go? Oh my, there's 100 lures I gotta find now. How am I gonna find ones that you've already purchased? I don't like this menu system whatsoever. Actually, I wish you can whistle. Yeah, actually, you know, it's weird. Some people can whistle, some people can't. I don't know. I just was always able to. I don't know where the hell it went, guys. How do I get this lure now? Certain lure types require certain rigs. That's great. Why can't I just select the one I bought and then get the rig on it? Like, what is this? Right? Like, where did it go? See, that's not it. This is... So if I put a weight on it,
what do I do? What do I do?
I'm so confused on how to do this. I don't understand anything about fishing, so I'm going through this menu. I don't get it. Like, how do I get... Right? How do I get the lure back? I bought it, the booty shaker, but the booty shaker is missing. I can't select the booty shaker anymore. I want to select it, but it's not there anymore.
What do I do?
What would the booty shaker be considered?
Miserable. Just
Not a
miserable.
spoon, right? No. Not a swim bait. It's definitely not a top water. Why don't I see the booty shaker anymore? Did it disappear? Like, what is going on? Derek, I agree. The frog is a really small lure. You can't see it on the hat, and that's why I'm hoping we're getting a bigger one tonight. I really hope so. I hope we can get a nice big lure tonight to add to the hat. Well, I'm confused as how this works right now. Right?
What do I do?
I can't find it. I bought it and it's not here. Where do you see the booty shaker? It was a unique lure too. Is it a diving crankbait? How do I know the difference between these? It's pissing me off. It was expensive. It was expensive. Yes, we always released the fish. We never got them to eat. The fish we caught were too small to keep and eat. Does anyone understand how this works? It's a swim bait. It's a swim bait, apparently. No, it's not. This is the hard plastic swim bait, the Jinkolistic swim bait. That's not it. I'm lost. I don't get it. I bought it and I can't use it. That pisses me off. By the way, take a look. We have that one. That's the torpedo. That's the one that was donated by a fan for the hat. An actual bait that's in the game. I have right here. We could add it to the hat, the torpedo. We actually have it. How cool is that? Yeah. So that's nice. But apparently now I've lost my lure. This one worked well last week. It was the deep little and black blue. Then we had the leopard frog, that's the top skimmer. And this one was kind of a middle. These two are kind of middles. That's why I want one that's low. But now I can't, now it looks like it disappeared. Right? So I have no idea what to do. I'm like, why is this not self-explanatory of how you do this? How did I buy a lure that doesn't exist? Here, let me try something. Let's say I put this back on. All right? Wait a minute, look. Why do these only show
Ding
up
dong
when
die.
you add the weight? That is dumb. Because when you add the booty shaker, it doesn't work. It's too heavy. It hits the ground and you never get fish going for it because it's too low. I need like a lighter weight. But these are even heavier. Look, these are 14. Oh, here we go. Yeah. I want a lighter weight, like a 3.5 might be perfect. See that? Yeah, these might be the kind I need. I'm gonna try a 3.5 weight and see how that works with this. Let's get a 3.5. I have no idea the difference. We'll get this one. There you go. Okay. All right. So now, yes. So now we have this guy, and then perfect. Nice. That's what I wanted. A good selection of 4 different lures. All right, we've done it. Hey. All right, let's go out in the water. Where do we want to go this week?
How dumb they are.
Where do you guys want to go this week? Howard the Duck. Damn straight this will be interactive once I find a lake. Where were we last week? I don't remember where we even were, but man, it was a good one. Remember we started catching a ridiculous amount of fish, including that insane 35-pounder. Lake Michigan. I don't know which one of these would be considered Lake Michigan. Are any of these in Lake Michigan? All right, I have no idea. This separates Texas and Louisiana. This one's in Florida. This one's in Arkansas. Lake Ray Roberts in Texas. This one's Texas. See that? St. Lawrence River. Where does that lead? I don't know where the St. Lawrence River... Great Lakes with the Atlantic Ocean is the St. Lawrence River. So this connects the Great Lakes with the Atlantic Ocean. So this is kind of in the middle of the Great Lakes and the Atlantic Ocean. This doesn't say where it is. Sabine River. It doesn't say where it's located. Oh, is that Texas? At the Texas flag? I think it's Texas. Lake Michigan or Lake Superior? Yeah, but I don't know what the flag of Michigan is. Where is this? Scottsboro? Oh, Alabama. This is Alabama. And Chickamauga is in... It doesn't say. I don't know what that state flag is. I have no clue.
You want to play the fucking game?
So, I don't know. You guys want to go on like a river? You want to go to Lake Ray Roberts? This is in Texas, though. What do you guys think? I don't think there was one in Mississippi, was there? Lawrence River allowed boats to travel into the continental United States from the Atlantic Ocean. Toronto and Montreal are located on the St. Lawrence. Oh. The South has the biggest bass, says Barrel Trout. The South? We go to Alabama then. Right? Where's the Alabama one? This one, right? Gunnersville. Let's go to Gunnersville. What's up, Tyrone? Good evening. Let's do it. Let's go to Gunnersville. Now, wait a minute. What loadout do I have? Shit, hold on. What loadout am I using? This is the default. Okay, default. That's the one I'm using. Okay. Sure. All right, let's do it. Let's head on out. Jay says he loves Florida. I've been there a few times. If you're there and you're able to stay cool in air conditioning and stay hydrated, it's not that bad. But I was there one time when I was a kid. I went there on vacation with my parents, and we went to Universal Studios, and we went to Gatorland, and we went to a few other places, and we went in the heat, the middle of the summer. It was the worst. It was so hot. Literally the entire time we were there, we were just sweating outside. We probably lost 10 pounds while we were in Florida. Just sweating constantly. We couldn't stop sweating. It was so effing hot and humid. And, you know, we're from the northeast United States. We're not used to the humidity. So we're sitting there, we're dying. And we're just like, we need hydration. We need air conditioning. It was hard to have a good time. Our favorite place was SeaWorld. Because SeaWorld has water everywhere. You can always stand near water or mist and you know, stay kind of cool. But everything else, we were so upset that we went there. It was so hot, we couldn't really have a great time.
Can someone please shut up this dude who's being a moron?
There's a little inlet over here. Right over here. See this? It's like a little mini lake to the side. Oh, yeah. Let's give this a shot. And let's try the new one that we now have working. The booty shaker with the new weight. Let's see if this works or not. I don't know if it will. It also might be way too shallow water. But I want to give it a shot, considering we just spent the time to set it up. It's probably going to hit the bottom. Watch. I've been to Virginia. I know I've been to Virginia, at least driving through to get to a Street Fighter tournament. I don't know if I've actually been to Virginia for, like, anything else. So, as you can see, it's definitely too shallow for this. It's too shallow for this. Whoa! Whoa! Those are big boys! Oh, they're literally right under me. Holy shit. Alright. Let's try a different one. Let's try this guy. Damn, there's some giant fish right underneath me. Cool. Thank you, arcadecup.com, for a $1.69 tip. I appreciate that, Arcade Cup. So maybe we simulate the movement of the fish. Oh my god! Whoa, that fish is completely glitched! It's a giant catfish that's completely glitched. It's totally not supposed to look like that. That was not how it was supposed to look, man. It was not supposed to be going up and down and up and down. What in the holy hell? Did you know fish could stand on their fins? I didn't know that. They could walk around like humans. I only saw that in Looney Tunes, but apparently it's real. Well, we know the fish are here. Oh my god, it's so glitched. The fish's tail is actually coming out of the water. Dude, every time we play this, we see something so glitchy. What is going on right now? The fish's tail is sticking out of the water like it's trying to tempt us like... Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Let's try this one now. Do I like the sunset, said Derek? I think there's actually sunrise, Derek. I think we're starting in the morning. But I do like the weather effects of the game. No one likes the top skimmer, huh? They're all down there. They don't appear to like the top skimmer bait here. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that. I'm going about it the wrong way. Did I ever have an authentic Philly cheesesteak? Yes, about 10 years ago, I actually went on a kind of a mini vacation to Philadelphia, and I went to both Geno's as well as the other place across the street. I always forget the name of the two of them. And I had a cheesesteak from each, and I did the cheesesteak challenge where I compared the two. I actually liked both. They actually did taste different, but they were both quite good. So, Derek, hold on a second. Arcade Cup, thank you for the tip. Let's get that added to the total. Thank you, Arcade Cup, for the $1 tip. And Derek says, do I remember last week's glitches? Last week's glitches. I remember the glitches from 2 or 3 weeks ago. I don't know about last week. There's been so many glitches in this game, it's hard for me to keep track of them at this point. So they don't like the top skimmer. Let's try this one. Can you catch rare fish in the game? I think so. Jay says he's going to a casino. Oh, cool. You're going back? I know you a few months ago you were there, right? Going back to the casino on Saturday. That's nice. Probably more slots, right? You said you like the slots. Do a constant retrieve. Oh, he's huge. He didn't give a shit about this bait, though. He's staring right. He was looking at it like, nah, I don't want that. Come on. Seriously, no one wants this bait. Last week was mutant plants. It was? I thought that was 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago, Derek. The mutant plants, the deformed ones. Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Last week we caught the 35-pounder. An anonymous $5 tipper. Wait a minute. Anonymous tipper, this is really weird. So, anonymous tipper, both of your tips came through at exactly the same time, and I don't know why, because you definitely didn't tip them at the same time, right? They literally both came through at the same time and showed up in my queue, so I apologize for that. So, the first, there was an anonymous $5 tip. He said, what's your opinion on vaping? Do you think it's safer than smoking? Oh, crap! What is this? Oh, I didn't know I had a bite. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, what? Look at that glitch. Dude, the fish is dancing. Right there. You see it? Now it disappeared. What is going on? This is an interesting start. Okay, hold on. So the anonymous tipper tipped me $5 about vaping. Now, before I start the answer to the question, I don't know much about vaping at all. Here's what I think vaping is. Is vaping not basically vaporizing certain kinds of things like odors, nicotine and things like that. And essentially, instead of burning something and inhaling the smoke, you're actually heating up water, creating a vapor, water vapor. And so you're inhaling the water vapor with those ingredients like the nicotine or the other flavoring, the scent. You're doing it that way. And what I'm assuming is, and this is all in what I know, I don't know exactly what it is, but I guess what people surmise is that because you're not inhaling the, because you're not inhaling the actual smoke, all right, that it's, he bit and I couldn't hook him because he was jumping all over. So I guess what this thing is, since there's no smoke being inhaled, it's not as bad as cigarette smoking. Cigarette smoking, you got all that smoke in your lungs. Same thing with cigar smoking or clove smoking. That this is a little different because it's vapor, and the vapor shouldn't destroy your lungs and give you like lung cancer or something like that, right? I mean, that's the premise of vaping. It's supposed to be healthier, safer way of smoking because you're not smoking, you're inhaling the vapors, correct? I got snagged again, by the way. Now, here's the thing. If on the surface that's all it is, and if scientifically that's correct, and that has been proven scientifically, then good, I guess. Personally, I smoked cigarettes before, okay? Yes. I hate them. All right? I grew up in a home where my mother smoked a pack a day for most of my young life as a child. I can tell you right now, and this is the God's honest truth, I have weaker, nice, second, okay, I have weaker lungs than I probably should have. I have times when my lungs actually feel very, very weak and I can't breathe very well, especially if I'm outside and there's heavy wind or it's very cold. I have a hard time breathing. Why? There's nothing wrong, like I shouldn't have anything wrong with my lungs, but I know I do. I grew up in a house where there was smoke in the air at all times. So of course the fishes, did you see that? I think this lake is haunted. You saw that, right? It was there and it disappeared again. And here's the thing. Let me continue the story. So I never smoked when I was young, obviously, but there was always smoke in my house. I would go to school and kids would be like, dude, it's okay. Like my friends would be like, dude, it's okay. You could just fess up that you smoke. It's all right. We don't really mind. It's not a big deal to us. I was like, no, I don't smoke. And they're like, dude, there's no way you can stop lying to us. We know you smoke. I was like, dude, I don't smoke. What are you talking about? And we're like, dude, you reek. Like every day you come to school, you reek like cigarettes. You understand that, right? I was like, no, because I lived in a house where there was just smoke all the time. Everything in the house smelled like cigarettes. So since everything smelled, I didn't know. I didn't smell it, you know? But that's the environment I lived in my whole life until I finally moved out of my parents' home. So, yeah, pretty bad, in my opinion. Not a good environment to grow up in, full of smoke constantly. So when I got old enough to make decisions for myself, I wanted to try everything. So I tried cigarettes and I tried cigars. I hated cigarettes, okay? I seriously, absolutely, positively hated cigarettes. I thought that they were disgusting. I didn't get any pleasure out of smoking one when I tried, and I just thought it was nasty as shit. I did try, oh, shit, I gotta get a bigger lure. Oh, come on! There's a big fish. Anyway, I did try cigars, all right? And I'll be honest with you, I like cigars. I like the flavor. I think the line has glitched. Are you shitting me? The line glitched into the boat. This happened before. There's nothing I can do about this. Yeah, look, it's a glitch. The fish is stuck under the boat. What is going on tonight? How am I supposed to play this game? Oh, here we go. Come on. I got him. Oh, that's a beautiful fish. Look, it's nice and green. That is a white crappie, but it's a 3-pound 9-ouncer. It's large enough to keep. All the crappies usually we find are very small. We found a really big crappie. That was a good catch. Wow. It was glitched, but at least I got it. Okay, let me continue on with this story. Okay? So, when I was old enough to smoke, I tried cigarettes. I hated them. I thought they were absolutely disgusting. I tried a cigar, and I loved it. And I probably smoked, a small handful of cigars and thought they were quite good. Here's the thing. I actually found I didn't really like inhaling the smoke. What I like to do is suck the smoke just into my mouth, taste it, and blow it out. I tried not to inhale it in my lungs, and just putting the smoke in my mouth tasted good. It had a good flavor and a good aroma to it that I really enjoyed. But since then, and that was probably when I was like 18, 19, I have not actually significantly smoked anything at all. Now, did I ever smoke weed? Yes, I did. A few times with my friends. Didn't really like it. I actually felt like it wasn't that good. While some of my friends were hardcore into that shit, I never was. But I just didn't really enjoy it that much. I probably smoked weed 5-6 times. And there was one time, I've told the story before, I'm not going to tell the whole story tonight, okay? Basically, oh, there you go. I'm being told you're not supposed to inhale cigar smoke, you're just supposed to put it in your mouth. You did it right. It made sense, it was great. Actually, it was a really great flavor and sensation. I really enjoyed it. Now, weed, I didn't really like. Like I said, my friends wanted to do it. Everyone's, it makes you feel a little bit buzzed, and it makes you feel like dopey, and you want to talk about stupid shit and act like it's like fucking universe-changing discussion. It's not. It's dumb. Okay. But anyway, I did that maybe, like I said, maybe 5-6 times, and then after that, I never did it again because I basically stopped hanging out with those friends who smoked it, and I had other friends who wanted to smoke, and I just like, nah, I don't want to do it. Fuck it, it's stupid. So I never did it again. And since then, I've never smoked. So I've not smoked since I was probably like 20 years old, if that. So for 20 years of my life, I haven't smoked. Okay. Now, I'm not staunchly anti-smoking. If you want to smoke, smoke. Do it where, just stay out of the way of people who don't like it. Don't annoy people around you who don't like it or whatever. I'm not 100% that there should be no smoking on planet Earth. People have the right to choose what they want. I mean, people can drink, people should be able to smoke, right? But I agree that it can be very intrusive. It's disgusting to have smoke in the air. Oh my God, when they used to have smoking sections at restaurants, that shit was not correct. Smoking at the restaurant, the whole restaurant always smelled like smoke. I know, because I used to live in the era when there was smoking, non-smoking sections at restaurants. It was disgusting. It really was. So, now we get to the topic of vaping, because I want to give you my background. I've never vaped. I don't actually know anyone who's vaped. I don't. I'm not in that circle of people. Now, I know you guys on the stream. I'm sure some of you probably have vaped before, all right? So for those of you who have vaped, I don't know the difference. I don't actually know if it's healthier or not. From what I'm to understand, a lot of people were under the impression it was, and ended up being very popular and being like a big bestseller in the United States. And then apparently, I guess it was, I don't think it was it the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, basically came out this year and were like, oh, there's actually no evidence that it's any safer than anything else, right? They were like, there's no evidence that, the nicotine or other things wouldn't be bad for you. And what's happening is kids now are getting into vaping because they're under the impression that, oh, it's good for you, it's healthy. Wow, did you see that shit? What the fuck happened? I think I pulled the fish into space. I yanked it and it disappeared. It just went
your heads 24/7.
Anyway, let's keep going. That was crazy. I think what happened was kids basically caught on. It was a popular thing with kids to do it. Instead of smoking now, vaping is the in thing to do, right? Vaping is healthier. Vaping isn't going to kill you with lung cancer. It still tastes good. Look, man, it's better for you. So apparently, it got really popular among kids. And so I guess the FDA this year, that's the Food and Drug Administration here in the United States, it's a regulatory body. Apparently, they stepped in and said, nah, this is not good because there's no evidence that says it's any healthier. We haven't, no research has really been done. Yet kids are acting like it is. That's really not good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start regulating it. And I think what they started to do is pulling it from the shelves of stores and stuff. And there was a big, big backlash. A lot of vaping stores had opened up because it had become so popular. And also, I guess a lot of smoke shops kind of went into vaping because the smoking had been less and less popular. And now they're being told that, like, oh, now you can't do that either. So here's the thing. Again, I'm not opposed to it. I seriously have not ever seen any scientific evidence about vaping at all, so I can't say, oh, it's good, it's bad. I have no clue. I also have no invested interest in it because I have no interest in smoking at all, Oh, what the hell is this? What? A fish bit it at the last second. What in the hell? A fish bit it while I was trying to pull it into the boat. What is going on tonight? This is the weirdest fishing stream. It's gonna snap. He's a fighter, too. Of all times to get a fish that's a fighter, I get it when the line's already fucked. Because I wasn't ready for it, right? I'm not doing anything. It's gonna get away. There's no way I'm gonna catch this thing. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, fuck! Don't go back there, because that's when it gets glitched. No! Damn, this is a tough one, man. I got him! What did I get? Whoa, he's big! I got a big boy. Out of nowhere, because I was just trying to reel it in. A striped bass. The 35-pounder was a striped bass. We got a 17-pounder striped bass. That is cool, man. That is really excellent. All right. Very, very nice. Okay. So anyway, to get back to the subject. If you like vaping, go for it. I'm not going to say don't do it. I know nothing about it. I really don't have any informed opinion on it. But personally, I would never want to do it. I don't really... The only thing I ever enjoyed was cigar smoking. That was it. And I haven't done it since I was like 18. I have no desire to do it. So, I don't know anything about it. Okay, now, the same person apparently tipped another $5. Did my last tip not go through? Yes, it did. But they both came through at once, which is the oddest thing, because you definitely tipped like 3 or 4 minutes apart. Yeah, they both came in at the same time in my stream elements, and I apologize for that, but thank you for both tips, okay? Now, another $1.50 tip came through from an anonymous person saying, I know you're adamant about not adding more payment options for donations, but would it hurt to put a Bitcoin or crypto wallet address in your stream description and plug it occasionally? People with crypto are sometimes too lazy to convert it. Yeah, here's why. There's 2 major reasons why. Reason number 1, crypto is too volatile. There's people who made a fortune on crypto and then lost a fortune on crypto and are now bankrupt, okay? It's just too volatile. Someone today could be like, oh, I want to support Phil. I'm going to give him $100 in crypto, and tomorrow it's worth 10 cents. You know, I don't want support that could literally evaporate overnight for forces not in anyone's control. That's number 1, just being honest. Number 2, crypto is so volatile that paying taxes on crypto is ridiculously complicated. I'm not joking. Like, it's very hard to calculate what you pay and what qualifies for what and what income is calculated as what. And actually, my tax guy had sent a whole thing this year because of how crypto went crazy last year, saying if you have crypto, expect your taxes are going to be painful, way more lengthy than anyone else's, and it's going to take a lot of work to do them this year because crypto went nuts last year and so many people invested in it and the money went everywhere. So can you imagine, oh, I get Bitcoin donations, they start coming in, oh, I think I have all this money, and then when I need it, oh, it's worth 0 because the value plummeted. Oh, by the way, you got to pay on the value when you got it, not at the end of the year, so now you're paying a ton of taxes on money you don't have because the value went away. Oh, and plus, my taxes are twice as difficult to do. This sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? That's why I'm not dabbling in it. It doesn't make any sense. There's more than enough ways for people to contribute, including, if you don't like things such as PayPal to tip, and if you don't like contributing via YouTube, you can contribute via Patreon. That's completely separate from all of them, and I get, there's a good chunk of that goes straight to me, and you can get some good rewards over on patreon.com/DarkSidePhil for pledging there. I have so many avenues to support and crowdfund. I don't need crypto. I don't need a volatile one, okay?
PayPal is a network of interconnected banking institutions that use a magnetic striped receptacle digitally
Obsolete Boy just did a super chat. He says, if you tried fish and chips, basically fried fish with some chips on the side. Yes, only when you say chips, you don't understand. Here we call them fries. To the IRS. But you're not from here. I can see you're from a different currency. Here we call them French fries. Yes, I've had fish and chips. I've had many different kinds. I've had cod. I've had catfish. I had about a little over a month ago. Fish and chips fried style, which was actually pretty interesting because it tastes distinctly different from cod. I've had regular batter. I've had beer batter. I've had a lot of different fish and chips in my life. And I like it. I think it's pretty good. An anonymous tipper, I think it was the same person about the crypto, tipped another $1.50, said, that's a good and fair explanation. Thanks, mate. This is decent, actually. That's a decent explanation. Thanks, mate. No problem. Okay, thank you guys for the support. We're a third of the way to the fishing hat and adding a new lure. Yes, we are. We're a third of the way, guys. Thank you for the support tonight. All right. And we just caught a giant fish, which is really cool. All right. Slots of the movie, says Jade. So you're going to be playing the slot machines at a tint. Oh, that's right. You told me about that you like those. Those are pretty cool. I agree. I've done those before. X Shooter says, man, I've been smoking since 19, and I will agree that it is hard to quit. Yeah, it's probably one of the most addicting things, right?
Cat
smoking?
and I liking my balls.
Probably. You know, when you have something that becomes part of your life
and
routine,
I'm liking my
something
balls.
that you just do every day. Even if it doesn't even necessarily help you or give you anything, it just becomes something that makes you feel calm or enjoyable, even if you don't even understand why, right? I get it. I get it. You know, it's an addiction. It's not the thing you're doing. It's the fact that you're doing it and your body expects it every day. And then if you don't do it, now your body feels weird. Now your body's like out of sorts. Why aren't you doing it? Oh, he's gonna get away. No, I got him. These fish are biting at the last minute. Look at this guy's a jumper. You want to catch me? Well, you'll have to beat me. You want to catch me? Oh, I'll catch you all right. A nice bass. White bass, trophy size. We're getting big fish today. Excellent. 3-pound 11 ouncer. Very nice. Malcolm wants the torpedo lure on the hat tonight. That's this one. These were all donated by a fan. There's 5 new ones, although we're going to have 4 in the running. There's a little one that's just these 2 little guys. These aren't very big, very nice or big. They're just kind of little basic. But there's 4 really nice ones that are in the running if we hit the $100 goal tonight. I would love to add those to the hat tonight to see what happens. Thank you for everyone supporting so far. Good evening to American MAGA Undertaker. What a name. Excuse me. There's a lot of things you can be addicted to. You could be addicted to substances like drugs and alcohol. You could be addicted to a person, right? You could be addicted to having a person in your life. And all of a sudden they're not in your life anymore, and now it's like you can't move, you're like, oh, that person's not there, and you feel shitty, right? You could be addicted to love. All right, that's very cliche. You could be addicted to anything, because you know what they say, everything in moderation. If you're just constantly doing one thing. Oh, holy shit! Did you see the size of this fish I just hooked? This is a monstrous beast. This could be bigger than the other 35-pounder. That thing was insane. Look how slow he's moving because he's so big. This is a big boy. Oh, brother, we are in a good spot. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. The good news is we're in a good position. The hook is staying in. It's actually not losing. Oh, this is excellent. It's just going to take a while, I think. It's going to take a while to reel him in. He's got to get tired. This could be the toughest one I've ever caught. But, man, if I get this guy, this is going to be cool. Fuck. I'm just going to play it cool. I'm definitely not going to press my luck with him because he's so big. Oh, he's pissed. Yo, he made a creaking noise. He's never even done that before in the game. He's an angry fish. He's upset. He's like, I wanted a tasty treat. Here I am fucking with you.
I love Hulk Hogan's dance.
Oh my God. Can I get this guy? I don't know. This is tough. Oh, he's pulling my hook and I'm not doing nothing. I'm not straining it. He's pissed off. Come on, get closer. Give me a chance to land it at least. He keeps straining my hook and I can't do anything about it. He's so strong. He's definitely the strongest fish I've encountered. And my hook, I have no more hook strength. I don't even have him close to the boat, so I don't think I'm getting him, man.
What do I do?
I gotta get lucky. No, he's running. Look, he ran. Oh my
A
God.
whale. Oh, that's cool.
You think he's tired yet? He's not even tired. He's so big. Come on, pull this fucker in right now. Pull him in! Oh, shit. He got away.
I was completely worthless.
I got him! Oh! Holy shit! Whoa! What the fuck?
Look how dumb they are.
53 pounds, 11 ounces. How does that exist?
Like ack. So when I laugh and I go,
Dude, I am taking a picture of this motherfucker
that
right
sound
now,
like
and
ack,
I'm
ack,
definitely
ack,
posting
ack?
this up later on social media.
sounds nothing like that
This
at
is
all.
insane.
no, not him. Ah!
Oh my God. That's absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that exists.
Wendy's.
What do I do?
The last biggest one I had was 35. 53 pounds and 11 fucking ounces. Holy shit. Quandale says I should link my Twitter to my Xbox. I should, you're right. I haven't. I do have the PlayStation hooked because my PS4 was hooked up, but I never bothered with this. I should figure out a way to do it. I don't know how to do it. All right, so an anonymous $6 tipper says, are you riding with Biden? I'm not riding with nobody. You're going to stay away from me. All right, so now we're up to $40 in tips.
What
So
do I do?
we are 40% of the way to the hat goal and a big, I mean, we got to get a lure tonight, guys, after this fucking beast. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. It's insanity. The biggest thing ever. We also have some super chats. So Kevin did a super chat and he said, were you ever addicted to anything? Mine was coffee. No, I told you guys I used to be an alcoholic. I absolutely positively was. I could not go to sleep without drinking myself unconscious. That's how bad it was.
Business related,
Like, I was
still
like,
have it.
I couldn't go to sleep. I would be like, have crazy insomnia and my head would be fucked up. So I would drink myself into like a stupor and then go to sleep, passing out from it. That's how bad it was. You know, that was over 10 years ago, but it was fucking bad as hell, man. But now, thankfully, that's in the past. So, Philly cheese did $1.79, excuse me, a pound and 79 pence super chat. Says, Phil, you are a good geezer. Well, thank you. 40-year-old geezer. I may be the youngest one, but indeed I am. So thank you, Philly cheese, for the super chat. All right. Very good. Now, if you're having a good time here tonight, please like the stream. I just caught a 53-pound, 11-ounce bass, and we have 46 likes. We can get that to 100 and do a celebratory bubble blow for this big bass, right? We can do it. Thank you to everyone who's contributing in any way. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we're at $40. We're 40% of the way to the goal for the hat tonight, and I really, really hope that we can hit it so that we can add a new lure to the hat. Let's see here. Jade says, that's a Godzilla fish. Derek says, congratulations on catching that monstrous striped bass. Thank you. Munch Lover to the $1.50 and says, do you believe mobile game addictions exist? I personally used to have one, but I can overcome it. Yes, they absolutely exist. Anything that's a repetitive action can be addicting.
Thanks, Derek.
Anything.
I appreciate that.
You know, it's not only based on, for example, a feeling. Like you might say, oh, I smoke because it gives me a feeling. The nicotine makes me feel good. I drink because I get a buzz. It's not just about that. Although, admittedly, gambling is just as bad. You know, gambling can give you that addictive feeling. Oh, there's a chance something great could be coming. There's a chance, and if something great actually comes, oh my God, it's euphoric feeling. Right? Oh, right? So yeah, absolutely. Anything that has a repetitive nature like that can be addictive, and anything that's like a gambling situation also. So, all right. I guess I was just showing off this this fish. I wanted to show it to everyone for about 14 minutes here before we advanced. Northwest Texas, speaking of addiction, there's also addiction to adult content. It's one of the most overlooked and destructive addictions in our culture, seriously messing up younger people using like pornography. I can understand that, considering we have an internet-based culture, right? And everything's for free on the internet, right? I hear you. Shout out to Josh, who just did a super chat. He says, they call me Big Pimpin'. Keep it real, Phil. Thank you to Josh for the super chat. Appreciate that. Josh C. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Well, and we're not even an hour in, and we got the biggest fish ever. Let's continue. Holy shit.
A
right?
mutated creature that looked like it was sitting in a wheelchair.
Northwest Texas, that includes pornography, but it could also be things not so pornographic. For example, an OnlyFans account, or people who do stuff on TikTok, and people are paying, privately for that shit, and then they get addicted to it. That makes sense to me. That totally makes sense to me. How that could be an addiction. Absolutely. Right? People who are going to these people who are making content that's suggestive content, and they're leading people along, and then they get gifted all kinds of crazy extravagant shit, and nothing ever happens because of it. But the person is such a addicted person, they're expectant of something crazy is going to happen, right? Like, I'm going to have a relationship with this person in real life or whatever. It's never going to happen, right? Like, here's the deal. You're on my stream right now. If you contribute tonight, you know what to expect. If we hit a certain goal, you get a certain reward. It's cause and effect. You know how that works. I'm not over-promising. I'm not under-delivering. You know what the deal is. And you also know if you support any of my streams or my content, you're just allowing me to continue to make more. So if you like what you see, you want more, support it, get a reward here or there, right? It's all cleanly explained, and you guys know what's going to happen. There's just people out there who they do it on purpose. They'll put out a suggestive stream. Oh, I'm gonna be flirty with you, or I'm gonna make these kind of, how can I say, like innuendo kind of a deal, and make you feel like, oh, possibly we could have a relationship and shit if you contribute, and I'll give you a shout out, and I'll write your name on my arm, and I'll do this and I'll do that. That is so dangerous. I don't understand how it's allowed, because people with addictive personalities, they're not going to be able to control themselves, especially someone who maybe is an antisocial person or doesn't have any kind of social interactions in real life, and now they're addicted to those kind of interactions that are paid for interactions on the internet. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. And then what happens one day when Pokimane decides, oh, streaming's not a challenge for me anymore, and I don't want to do it anymore. What happens to all the people who are addicted? What do? Go jump off a fucking bridge? It's disgusting, and it shouldn't exist, but that's the society we're living in right now. An internet-based society, there's a lot of risk, right? A lot of risk going on with shit like that. Okay. Quandale, we already did the reveal. It's new lures. All these new lures that a fan donated. If we hit the funding goal of $100 tonight, we get to pick one of these big new lures. They're really nice. They're actually very colorful and large lures that if they sit on the fisherman's hat, you'll see them really well standing out. And by the way, guys, I guess I should say this. If you're thinking of contributing, I would strongly recommend you do it sooner rather than later, because the sooner the better, that we can vote for the lure, add it to the hat, you get to see it longer, right? What's the point if we hit it last minute and now you guys get to see it for like 2 minutes? It wouldn't make sense. So thank you in advance to anyone who's going to contribute in any way. And, sooner the better. Peter Griffin, to me, $4.20 is my God, Lois. It's a famous YouTube streamer, Darkside Phil. There you go. Who knew I was the famous YouTube streamer? I didn't know I was the famous YouTube streamer. I thought I was just an asshole. That's what most people tell me. There you go. See, but here's the difference, Castro. Castro Jenkins is joking. He says, I'm addicted to Phil. If you ever stop streaming, I jump off a bridge. Here's the thing, Castro. I try to be, to a safe degree, as honest and transparent with all of you as I can possibly be. I do my best. I can't 100% be transparent, because if I was, it would be harmful to my family, right, and myself. But as much as I can be transparent, I try. I try not to overpromise. I try not to underdeliver. I try to give you exactly what you expect. Oh, that guy's in here. I want to catch that guy. Look at that guy. That's cool. It's like a flute. Anyway, I try to give you exactly what you would expect, right? And not, basically not be a jerk about it and say, oh, we're going to do this, and then not deliver. There's been a few times in my YouTube career I overpromised, underdelivered, and I paid for it. You know, people rightly criticized me for saying you would do this, or you said you would do that, you didn't do it. And I do my best now to not do that stuff anymore, right? But I think most people understand who I am, the kind of content I put out, how often I do that content. And you know I'm not going to just disappear overnight. Maybe there are some people who are addicted to my content. If you are, then maybe you should take a step back. You know, I urge you to every once in a while look at yourself for self-help purposes and say, how much dark side Phil am I watching, right? Am I really here every single stream all day, every day? Even the biggest fans aren't here all day, every day, right? Even the biggest long-time supporters, people who've been fans for a long time, they got lives. They can't be here all the time. And, you know, that's kind of the deal. If you're 100% addicted to a content creator, you probably should be looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, man, I got to really do something else for variety purposes than just be on every single stream. That's probably not healthy for me, you know? Josh did another super chat. So you're going to pick up Modern Warfare 2 and ever play with fans. I thought I got a fish. Instead I got snagged. I'm playing the betas. The betas are coming up. I believe the PS5 beta's in 2 weeks, and then the Xbox Series X beta's in 3 weeks, if I'm correct. I think that's correct. I'll be trying them. Oh, shit. I almost got a big fish. I'll be trying them both, all right? And judging from there, whether or not it's something that, oh my God, the fish almost bit. Judging from there if it's something that I want to buy or not. I did exactly the same thing last year with Vanguard, and I determined I didn't want it, and it was an incredibly good decision. So thank you, Peter Griffin, for that tip, and thank you, Josh, for that second super chat. Derek says the largest striped bass ever caught, 81.88 pounds from a boat in Long Island Sound, outer southwest reef off the coast of Westbrook, Connecticut, August 4th, 2011. Wow. So they come to 81 pounds. Philly Cheese did another super chat and says drinking come down is the worst when you're depressed. Oh, I'm sure. But the thing is, you can absolutely use alcohol as a crutch for issues you just don't want to deal with in person. I know, because I've been there. You know, my life was very miserable. I hated myself. I hated my life. That's when I drank the heaviest. And then when you're not drinking and the pain of, oh, everything around me I hate hits you again, it's horrible. And then you're coming down from it. And yeah, it's just, it's a vicious circle of pain, man. I know. Excuse me. Let's try this way. Fucking shitballs. Oh, that's not gonna go well. Complete miscast. Damn, look how bad that cast was. Snagged on nothing. I love it. Here we go. Now my name is Munch. I don't know if he's trying to follow detractor memes or not. He says, it's been shown depression can lead to mobile game addiction. I hate to tell you, but depression can lead to any kind of addiction. Like a million kinds of addiction. Derek says, man, must be pretty heavy carrying that 53-pound fish and your character showed no effects. That's right. He's a tough guy. Malcolm says, can I tweet about the new lures? I mean, I could, but you would think that anyone who is interested in Bassmaster would be here already tonight, right? I don't think there's anyone sitting on Twitter not watching the stream and they're like, you know, I really wish Phil would tweet about these new lures he has to show off for this stream today, you know? I think people, if they want to be here for it, they're here. Let's try this one again. Quandale wants to sweep topics from negativity. Good enough. What would you like to talk about? Jason says sometimes he plays the Medusa and the Athena slots. So those are like Greek gods, right? Greek god slots. They're themed. Oh! Immediate strike. Or immediate bite, I should say. Yeah, there's a lot of different slot machines that are themed. I'm not surprised to hear that they have that kind. Oh, this guy is being a fighter. I don't think he's a very big fish, though. But you hear the heartbeats? Why is it playing heartbeats? Maybe it's a good fish? Maybe it's a rare good fish? Maybe it is. Maybe that's what it is. They're saying that it's like a trophy fish that I don't have and I want it. It was pretty crazy that it was doing heartbeats. It doesn't look like a big fish to me, though. I wonder if it's a good one. I don't know. It doesn't look that special. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. He's fast as hell. And he's very blue. You notice how blue he is? Maybe he is a rare fish. I got it. What is it? It's a striper, right? Striped fish? Striped bass? No! It's a rare spotted bass, trophy, and big enough to keep. I don't think I've ever had a spotted bass. Dude, I'm doing really good tonight. I got my biggest fish ever, and I got a rare fish, the spotted trophy bass. Wow. Cool.
Now, this shocks me.
Am I going to play Gotham Knights? Yes. Am I going to do a Labor Day celebration with my family? No, I'm here tomorrow. I'm not doing anything. We're just normal day. Phew. Phil Smokes Crack is here tonight. To me, $5 said, I wish you would tweet about the new lures. He's joking because it's my follow-up to what I was just saying. Thank you. So with that, we are halfway to the hat goal for the night, and we have hit the Gunner Glasses goal. So let's go ahead and get those Gunner Glasses going for you guys. Thank you for your contribution so far tonight. Let's see here. Derek says, some of your longtime viewers can't be at every stream. You know, they can only be at a certain type of game, perhaps, that they like, and that includes me. Exactly. And you know what? I think that's the best way to approach it. Although, let's be honest. There's some people that just like being here because they find a chill atmosphere, a way to hang out with people who they're cool with, and have, you know, you can have friends on the stream. Totally understand that, and that's fine. I just say, don't you make this the end-all, be-all of your existence. I mean, I'm the streamer, and it's not the end-all, be-all of my existence. I have a life, outside of the stream. You know what I mean? So, yeah, don't get to that level. Don't get that addicted. You know what I mean? All right, so thank you, Phil Smokes Crack, for that tip, and that gets us to $50. So we're halfway there. Incidentally, we're almost halfway through tonight's stream. Almost. Okay. Derek, we're not doing Disney Dreamlight Valley on Tuesday. I don't know, you haven't been following the schedule, have you? We're not doing it on Tuesday. Here's why. I want to finish as many games as possible this week before we start new ones. And if I start Disney Dreamlight Valley on Tuesday, we won't finish Midnight Fight Express. So here's the plan. All right, I can go through the schedule for you. Monday, tomorrow, it's going to be Saints Row 1 paired with Midnight Fight Express. Okay? Tuesday, it's going to be the conclusion of Destroy All Humans 2. And that's going to be paired with a late night stream of Multiverses. Okay? Wednesday, it's going to be the conclusion. No, excuse me. Wednesday's going to be Saints Row 1 and the conclusion of Midnight Fight Express. Then next week, I'm going to start trying Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's going to be a night stream that I'm going to balance in with the other streams I do next week. Okay? So it's coming, but it's not coming on Tuesday. No, I'm not trying Rumbleverse. There's too much shit going on right now with the playthroughs I'm doing. I can't start another free-to-play game. Plus, it's Battle Royale, and quite frankly, oh my god.
I am Cat, and
I caught the
liking
world's smallest
my
fish.
balls.
Are you shitting me?
It says that. I am Cat, and I liking my balls.
An itty-bitty black crappie. Look at that. That one's definitely going back. How do you tip? Type exclamation point tip into the stream chat. It should bring up the link you can click on that takes you to my Stream Elements tips page, and you can tip directly through there. If you have any issues, let me know, because some people do have issues where it grays out and won't let them tip, and I can tell you how to get around that if it happens. Thank you for asking, a Crispy TV. Okay. Yeah, Derek says, if you get a heartbeat noise in the game, it means trophy fish or legendary
an
fish
asshole,
is
you're gonna be
biting
treated
your
like
hook.
an asshole. You're gonna be
That's
shown
good to
the
know. That's happened before. I did not know that. Thank you, Derek. This is not a fake Derek, Malcolm. Derek's gifted membership ran out, and there's currently a glitch going on YouTube that gifted memberships aren't working on this channel, and I don't know why. I've asked YouTube why, and they're supposed to get back to me. But there were 21 gifted memberships given out in the last 24 hours, and no one got them. They weren't assigned to anyone. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with that, because everything else on my channel works fine, just not the gifted memberships, which really sucks. If you try gifting a membership, what happens is no one gets it, and then you get a refund, or you get an email saying, oh, you're going to get a refund. And there's no explanation. It doesn't make any sense. And like I said, I talked to YouTube, frontline customer support. They don't know anything about it. They're under the impression that they don't even understand how it works. They're told, oh, in order to get a gifted membership, you get a prompt on your screen. You have to manually click it, and that accepts it. I'm like, that's not how it even works. You actually accept it ahead of time. And you get it when someone gifts it. It's not like you have to manually accept it when you get it. It's wrong. They actually don't even have the right information. Look at all these fish. Holy shit. Oh, yes. Come on. Strike. Good, good, good. It's a little guy. Of all those big fish that were sitting there, I got the smallest one. I seriously did. Look how small this thing is. Yeah, I guarantee you. Here's YouTube frontline support. It's literally a bunch of people sitting there who don't use YouTube, don't even know what the hell you're talking about. It's just like a call center. They probably have a step-by-step guide of how to answer questions. If they ask this, turn to this. If they ask this, go to here, go to this page, go here, go here. And then they're told to reference the online facts and shit, and the facts are wrong. If an FAQ, FAQ, has the wrong data, how the hell is the person in customer support supposed to help you? So they got a fact sitting in front of them that literally says, oh, you have to manually accept every gifted membership. That's not even true. Once you click on the, okay, I'm now accepting them, you never have to manually accept. You just click it once and you're done. They're told you have to manually accept it every time there's a chance. They don't even understand how it works. And that's what they're told to do for their job. They're getting paid to spread misinformation. Isn't that nice? But that's the case for most call center, support jobs like that. They're just very basic line level stuff and nothing important and nothing high level. So supposedly they're forwarding this to someone who is in their internal team to try to figure out what's going on. Damn, that fish almost bit it. Son of a bitch. Again? Enough with this snagging. I had enough of this. I can't even look. I can't even move. Snagging can kiss my ass. Oh!
Ah!
Am I ready for Halloween? No, not even close next year. We got a long ways to go to be working on Halloween, man. Not bad. An anonymous tipper just tipped me $10. I love the chill streams. Thank you to the anonymous tipper. Whoever that may be, I appreciate your support. That gets us to $60 tonight. 40 bucks away from the hat and a new lure added. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. You know, previous streams around halfway through I would change my fishing spot, but last week and now this week we're doing so well, I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't leave. We should just stay here again. The hunt is going well, Canada #1. You missed it. I caught the biggest fish ever. Biggest fish I ever caught was tonight. It was a big record. It was crazy big. Derek, I think that the supplementary materials in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection are definitely one of the big highlights. I actually think that's, if you're a collector, if you're into the Turtles and their lore from back in the day, you're one of these people that gets nostalgic about them, that collection's really good, okay? But I wish the online play worked, and it doesn't. Arcade Cups, the Ready by Gunner glasses. I got these from thinkgeek.com over a decade ago, but I'm almost positive they sell them, you know, on their own website and other places, and you can't even get this anymore. This is like a decade-old model. I'm sure they have all new glasses you can buy now, but be warned, they're premium expensive glasses. They cost like $100 or more in some cases. So, Expandong says, I think you should leverage your Patreon perks, mainly the private video reacts, more. I think it could be lucrative. I feel like you don't bring it up enough. They're pretty cool. I agree, but I also disagree, and allow me to explain why, okay? Those are good because it's $50 a pop, essentially. You get a video for 50 bucks, right? And that's good. I mean, let's think about it. It's half an hour, 50 bucks. It's kind of a guarantee. On a nightly stream, let's just give an example. On a nightly stream, if I was making $50 for half an hour, that'd be a pretty lucrative stream, right? That's $200 for the stream. That's a good stream, right? So I agree with you. However, I have to say something. I'm not just in this for the money. You have to understand that, okay? And I'm not. If I was just in this for the money, I would have found a million ways to monetize my stuff and make way more money in the past, and I don't do that on purpose, all right? Here's the problem. Here's what I'm already coming across, all right? So if I'm making 2 or 3 of these a month right now, that's an hour and a half. I have to find that time to do that. This lure will not stop fucking getting snagged. It's pissing me off. I just want to fish. Fucking fish, you son of a bitch. Let's try this again. Oh! So I'm trying to find time already between streams and stuff to do these private videos, and I'm having some difficulty. I literally am. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to fit it between the streams. You know, I don't have opportunity to stay late after the streams too often. I'm already in here till like 10 p.m. as it is. I don't have unlimited time to make these videos. So here's what's happening. Originally, it was Slayer. Remember, Slayer wanted to start doing them, and he had me do 1 video a month. People were like, wow, Phil reacted to K-pop. That's fun. Then he decided I want to do 2 of them a month. Okay, that's now an hour I got to figure out of my time to do this. So that now I got someone else, an anonymous patron, who's also buying them. So now I'm doing 3 a month. That's an hour and a half. So if it keeps growing exponentially, here's what's going to end up happening. I'm going to have to stop doing as many streams as I do. Because I'm going to be sitting here having to take time out to do private videos. In fact, this month coming up, sometime in the next 2 weeks or so, I have to take a night stream off. And it's not just because of the videos from patrons. It's actually because I have some other private shit I have to do as well. But I'm like, I should definitely have to do those too, get them done. So I'm actually going to be taking a 1 night stream off. I don't know when. It's not this week. Maybe sometime next week. But it's going to be around the middle of September. There's not going to be a night stream. I'm going to have to do these private videos for patrons and work on other stuff that's kind of personal stuff behind the scenes. All right? Now, what happens if every month I'm getting 10 of these? Think about that. 10, right? So now you're doing 5-6 hours of time away from what I'm already doing full time, 6 days a week. Where am I going to get time to do that? And the thing is, I don't want to cut back on the amount of time that I stream. I love, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love doing these streams with you guys. Now we're doing new things, right? We're doing these interactive streams here on oh crap, I'm right next to the catfish. Oh! we might get a big old catfish, and we haven't got one of these in a while. Wow, this look is super strange. Anyway, I don't want it to be that I have to start taking tons of time away from my streams. This is where I like being. Not to say I don't like the react videos, I do. And some of the subject matter I'm getting now, like for example, people are having me do videos on space and all kinds of astrophysics and shit, you know, black holes and string theory and stuff. That's crazy stuff. Stuff that I don't normally think about in my normal life. And it's very interesting to actually take some time to think about that and watch a video about it and react to it. It actually is kind of nice. It's a very good variety. It's certainly not the subject matter of stuff that I usually do. But at the same time, if it means I'm doing it at the expense of me making the kind of videos with you guys that I like, it's like, okay, how can I really say it? Let me think about this. By the way, I have 2 more shout-outs to do. Let me think of it this way, and how can I put it? I have always been a public content creator. I have been, okay? Since the day I started on YouTube in 2008 making videos, I upload a video for the public to consume. They watch, they enjoy. If they like it, then I make ad revenue on it, right? Now I'm a streamer. Now you contribute to the streams, whether it's a membership, whether it's a super chat, whether it's a tip. This is how it works. I put out public content. You consume it, you enjoy it, and then you crowdfund it, okay? Essentially, with the Patreon videos, that's private funded content. You understand? It's a little different. Now, the people who buy those videos have the right to keep them to themselves or upload them and have them to watch. That's up to them. That's their legal property. Once they buy the right to that video, I say you can download it, use it however you want. That's your video to use however you would like, okay? But essentially, that's a privately funded video. That's a little different. This is crowdfunding we're doing right now with a public face and a public stream as opposed to something private meant just for one person. So it's a different model. Do I want to go that way? I don't know. I definitely think that there's a value to it since people seem to like it and they're really enjoying it. But at this point already, I've only done it a couple months, like 2-3 months, and already it's like, damn, now I got to take a night stream off to do it. Like, I wasn't expecting that. You know, originally it was like, oh, a 20-minute video, that's nothing. I could squeeze that in between a stream. Now it's like, damn, I got to do 3 videos. Each has to be 20 to 30 minutes long. There's no time to squeeze that in, so now I got to dedicate time to do it. You see what I'm saying? So basically, yeah, what I'm thinking is for now it's working, but if it gets out of hand, what if all of a sudden 1 month I get 10 videos requested? There's things I can do. I can cap it and say, okay, there's a level where only a certain amount of people get it, and it's limited maybe. I don't know how you can exactly do that on Patreon. I've never really looked into it. But maybe you could do that and cap it so maybe only 5-6 people a month can get it. I don't know. The thing is, do I want to become a private video creator, private reacts that people may or may not upload? I love being here public with you guys and chilling. Like I said, for me, the value of doing this is the fact that we're doing it publicly. We get a cool conversation going. We're having fun. We're chilling. We're interacting. That's where I get my enjoyment out of it. Sitting here just making private videos all day, that's not as enjoyable. It's fun for certain subject matters and things, but it's not the same kind of fun. And I really like how I've changed in the last few years to do this kind of stuff. And, you know, I don't want it to go away. And now, Phil can only stream once a day because his other half of the day is private content for people from Patreon. That would be kind of weird, you know. Right now, it's definitely, we're not in that realm. But just so you know. Anyway, 2 more shout-outs to do, and then I'm actually going to split the video. Wow, it's actually super late. I should have split it earlier. Crispy did a $4.20 tip. Says, hey, man, I love your streams. I'm having fun on this chill stream. I can't wait for Gotham Knights. I hope all is good. I'll possibly get it as well. I have a great night, Phil. I love you, man. Keep with the great work. Thank you, Crispy, for the tip. That was very nice of you. And some kind words, and I'm very interested in it as well. I hope it's good. Haven't had a new Gotham game in so long, you know, Arkham game. So, and John Rambo, not the real John Rambo, tipped $1.50. So, were you taking Kat for her birthday and try out YouTube Shorts? I'm not taking her anywhere for her birthday. We're ordering whatever she wants for her dinner. We're gonna have a nice dinner here together that day. Whatever she would like, she gets. Okay.
If I can get down on my hands
we have a
and
day
knees
off
and say
later in the
thank
week
you,
that we're gonna be spending time together.
I would do it.
That works between my work schedule and her work schedule and everything. And then YouTube Shorts. I don't really control YouTube Shorts from what I'm to understand. Yeah, from what I'm to understand, like YouTube Shorts, I guess you have to film with your phone, and they're meant to be little clips. You can't like take a short. Like for example, I just caught that giant fish. The only way I can do a YouTube short is to pull out my phone and record my TV. Oh, here's a YouTube short, the biggest fish I ever caught. You can't just edit your video down and say, here's a short, and make it a short on your channel. To my knowledge, it's different. It's weird the way that they set it up. I don't know why you can't do that. I would love to do that. I would make shorts, highlights of my streams every day. I would do 2 a day. One from each stream, I would have a YouTube short highlight. But they don't seem to have that option. I guess they're not going for that, okay? All right, so guys, I got to split this video for YouTube at this point, all right? Give me a sec. Let me split it. Okay. Yeah, I was going way long on that video. I wanted to split it because I do 2 videos per night stream. Okay. Ow. That hurt. Oh. Okay. Are we ready? Let's do the second half. Let's start. Here we go. All right, everyone. So we're starting the second half of our weekly Sunday Night Bites stream. So far, I caught the biggest fish I've ever had. And then I caught a bunch of other really cool fish. A big trophy spotted bass. It's a good fishing night so far. I got to continue to do shout-outs because a lot of contributions are coming in. We got a $1.50 anonymous tip. He said, I cannot speak for everyone, but I can't wait for the Earthbound playthrough. I think the reason it's memorable and classic is because it feels like an epic journey. I agree. It's also one of the more unique RPGs out there, being set in modern times, but still being turn-based and having combat similar to games like Dragon Quest, but it's just a different vibe. The game, the writing, the jokes, the world design, the character design, it's just unique as hell. And that's why I really like Earthbound, and I hope I can get to it. You know, maybe as early as next week. We'll see. Okay? Okay. Okay, I've done all the shout-outs. We can continue. Good. All right, let's continue. Let's just, like I said, I want to stay here. We're doing so good with these fish, I don't want to move. I want to stay right here and just keep fishing right here. We got a ton. Oh! Derek, why did the pictures shock you in the Turtles collection? You said some of the pictures shocked him. Why did they shock him? What was shocking about those? And by the way, I should say, we are now $66, 2/3 of the way to hitting our $100 tips goal, which means, oh! Come on! Can't hook the damn thing. Which means our fisherman's hat and a new lure added to the hat for this week, which would be excellent. We have 4 brand new ones from a donation that are lined up and ready to go, and I would love to add one tonight for you guys. Yes, Jade, I'll be playing Velma in Multiverses on Tuesday, considering that, sadly, Gizmo was now delayed. Yes. Josh says, do I have the most videos on YouTube? I would say this. I don't have any evidence. I don't think anyone's counting, but I am likely the most prolific, consistent YouTuber. And what I mean by that is I've made the most videos over the most consistently long period of time than anyone else. There's YouTubers who literally back in the day would sit there and put 1-second videos out. Why? I don't know. They were crap. But they probably want to say, oh, I want to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most videos or whatever. All right? But that's not going to be me. There's going to be people with hundreds of thousands of videos, but they're crap. You know? As a one-man show, as a person who uploads meaningful content to a channel, you know, that people watch and it's ongoing content, probably I'm the man who's made the most videos, individual videos. I would like to think that. And especially hours, on the length, the amount. Because here's the thing. You can look at a business like Machinima or one of those networks from back in the day. And what they were a repository for people to dump their videos, get those businesses to put ads on them and make money. Okay? They were a way to get their content noticed. So they weren't making the content. They were just re-uploading everyone else's content to their channels because they had permission to do so. I'm sure those channels were adding an insane amount of content to their channel in a day. I was too, but can I compete with 100 people uploading to Machinima in one day? Of course I can, you know. But if you look at hours of content, I might be up there, man, because every day, right? Every freaking day, I was uploading like some 8+ hours. Insane amounts of content at the very least. You know, ever since 2011, when I started doing this full-time as a job, so 11 years ago, every freaking day, you can basically, you can expect, you know, that much content. Crazy amount. Okay? Lue, by the way, more tips are coming in. Oh, shit. Cool. More tips are coming in. Super chats are coming in. Oh, my God. Thank you guys for your support. Oh, crap. I thought I had this thing and I didn't get them. Let me get them and then I'll answer these questions. Shout these out. A big old fish. It's another regular bass, right? So let's see here. 2 super chats, 2 tips. First of all, Luay, Luay, did a $5 super chat and says the following. I wish that you had made that reaction video to John and Howard years ago, because it took 7 years to make it. I had disdain for you because of them, and it all started there. I can't believe what you went through after watching that. I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize. It is what it is. And this is the problem with the internet, is that a lot of the times you get one side, or you get a distorted view of what's really going on, and you believe it is fact. How many people today listen to people who just constantly rail on me, defamatory, slanderous things about me that are not true? They're based on a little nugget of truth that's just twisted and turned into something that's not true. The John and Howard video was their opportunity to air their grievances with me from their perspective. But what they said wasn't necessarily 100% truth. It was a twist on the truth, or a perspective on the truth. When I add my own perspective, all of a sudden a different picture forms, right? And this is what the problem with the internet is if you only have one side talking, right, you'll never know what's actually the truth. Now, in regards to the John and Howard video, why did I wait so long? I'll tell you why. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, because actually when I heard they made it, it actually hurt me so badly, I couldn't watch it right away. Those guys, I consider, especially John. Howard, not so much. John, I considered my closest friend in life for many years. And to know that he had participated in and even said, or at least condoned some of the things that were said in that video, was incredibly hurtful to me. So I couldn't even just watch it at first, because I already was kind of at a very stressful and messed up time in my life. And to know that he had done that, I just couldn't deal with it. So it took me a while. It took me a long while to actually watch that video in its entirety to begin with, okay? And then I was like, you know, it was what it was. By the time that I watched it, it wasn't like everything for me had ended on the internet. It was like, okay, maybe there were some people who were fans of both of us, and now they don't like me anymore. And they moved on. But the thing is, there's people who equally were still fans of mine, who maybe only watched my stuff, didn't really care so much about the co-op stuff, or maybe they weren't watching the Rambo stuff. And when I started doing things a little differently, when I moved out here to Washington, I also got a lot of new viewers and followers as well. So it wasn't like, oh, because that video came out, it was the end of me on the internet. So why even bother addressing it? What positive thing was to come out of that at the time? I also knew those guys still had an internet presence. And I knew that if I had responded to it in any way, it likely would have hurt them even further. I felt like the fact they had made that video definitely was a way of them saying, we want nothing to do with this guy anymore. So, you know, why would I further the feud or the argument? In fact, if you watch in that video, they even say, oh, watch, now he's going to come back at us, and maybe this is his attempt at trolling because he wanted us to make this video, so now he can go back, and he wants to make drama content out of that. Couldn't have been further from the truth. That wasn't the case. I didn't want to make drama content, but that's what they thought, I guess. So why would I feed right into that? So I said, fuck it. And now here's someone like you, years later, you got my perspective on it, and you're like, oh shit, that's the full story. Yeah. And that sucks because that's life. And I wish the people on the internet were more like that. Instead of just hearing one perspective or one story or one video. That's not the end-all, be-all of the situation. There could be a lot going on there. And, you know, it sucks that there's some people who are just so easy to ridicule and so easy to make snap judgments and so easy to just jump on negativity when that might not be what's really going on. So I appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate that you took the time to watch the react all these years later and see the full picture. The Cat did a $5 super chat. Good evening, The Cat. He said, what's your favorite alcohol? I saw somewhere you like gin. Roku gin's my favorite Japanese gin. You should try it. Never had it. And gin is not my favorite. This is a running meme with my haters and detractors. They think that because I guess back in the day in my videos, I used to see I used to have a bottle of Tanqueray lying around sometimes when I went on vacation and stuff. So they were always like, oh, all he does is drink gin all. No. In reality, today, if I were to drink, I'd probably have like some kind of a mixed drink when I'm out. A Mai Tai, a margarita. You know, every once in a while I'd have a gin and tonic, but maybe like a Moscow Mule or something more than that. I very rarely drink gin, if at all. I haven't actually had gin. I'd probably say, about a year and a half to 2 years, I haven't had a single drip of gin. Maybe randomly I bought a drink when I was out with my wife once of gin. That was it. It's just their dumb running meme that's just not based on any fact. They're just idiots. That food guy did a super chat. He said, do you support the Israelis or the Palestinians? I don't care. I'm not a political guy, and I don't know about the situation, and I'm not commenting on it. Nice try, but thank you for the super chat. Okay. Now on to tips, because the tips are affecting the goal for tonight. An anonymous tipper to me $4.20. It says, will you ever play a classic Valve game like Half-Life 1 and 2? I did. I played Half-Life 2 Israel and its expansions. So I played all of that. It's all live on DSP Gaming. You can watch it whenever you want. Half-Life 1, I played Black Mesa, but I only played it to a certain point because it was unfinished when I played it 10 years ago, and I never went back and played it again. So there you go. Would I ever, if people wanted me to do it? Yeah. John Rambo, the fake Rambo, tipped another $1.50. Says, can you stream From Software games? The games are universally loved, played. You'll get a lot of viewers. Been there, done that. Played every single one of the Dark Souls style games that they put out. And probably the next From Software project I would do is doing a New Game Plus run in Elden Ring so that I can prepare for their upcoming DLCs coming out and have my character ready to play it whenever it comes out. But we don't know about that yet, so. Okay. X-Shooter says gin is disgusting. Some gin is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely some gin is disgusting. Depends. Like, there's good gin that has botanicals and other good flavors in it. That's very aromatic and tastes pretty good, especially in a mixed drink. And then there's some gin that's you're swallowing needles. It's disgusting. You know, it depends on the quality. You got to get the good quality stuff. Okay. I snagged. Derek says, when I look at K-pop DSP on YouTube, I find Slayer's videos, but they're on another channel, like someone re-uploaded them. Hey, that's the thing on Patreon. If someone pays me to do a React video, that's their property. They can upload it if they want. Then sadly, they got to deal with all the same shit that I deal with. If someone illegally rips and steals their shit and decides to re-upload it, you know, it's on them if they want to try to, you know, do anything with that, copyright or whatever. You know me, I don't bother with that shit. But, yeah, if it's just illegally ripped and there's nothing added to it, that is illegal. That's theft, you know. How old was I when I first tried alcohol? My dad let me have a sip of his Budweiser when I was a small child. Because I was like, Dad, what's that? And he's like, are you sure you want to try it? You're not going to like it. But if you know what it is, then you'll understand that it's not for kids. And he gave me a sip of it. I was like, oh, it's so nasty. It's disgusting. I was like, oh my God, how can you drink that? I thought it was gross because I was a kid. Kids don't like beer, right? So, and it's true. After that, like as a child, I never had any desire to drink beer. Not once. Oh, my controller batteries are low. I was like, why is the vibration not working anymore? Because the controller batteries are low. So there you go. Philly Cheese did a super chat saying, in my spirits guide, do I drink beer? If I'm going to drink, I'll usually have a mixed drink. I usually do not drink beer. However, if I'm at a place, like for example, there's a restaurant or two around here that are known as like a brewery / restaurant, then I'll have like a craft beer or something while I'm there. But usually it would be a mixed drink. It's time to swap my battery. So hold on a second here. Backwards. Okay. Like, why won't the battery fix? I'm putting it in backwards because I'm a fucking idiot. That's why. The cat just did a super chat. Says, here's some free modding. Derek needs a timeout. Why does he need a timeout? He didn't do anything wrong. So, no, he does not. That food guy did a super chat. He says, any secret family food recipes you can share? Not really. My recipes, I've told you what I can do. I can make a pot of homemade Italian marinara sauce, right? I can do meatballs. Oh, shit. And I'm pretty good at making like warm sandwiches. Like if you want to see me like a grilled cheese with some deluxe stuff in it or panini sandwich, I'm pretty good at making those. And that's actually me I've learned to do over the years myself. That's not a recipe that anyone taught me. I learned to make those. They're pretty easy. Outside of that, I can't really do much. So. Okay. Did I get all the super chats? Yes, I've had sake when I was a teenager. I shouldn't have been drinking, but I had it and I hated it. I thought it was absolutely disgusting. Haven't had it since then, so I don't know if it's any good. I've only had it as an ingredient in dishes. Like my wife makes a nice Japanese beef bowl with sake in it, and there as an ingredient it seems to taste great, but I never just like had it by itself. Okay, so guys, FYI, a little over a half an hour left on tonight's stream. Maybe 40 minutes. We're at $71 in tips. We're very close to hitting the hat goal at 100. That would mean I put on the fisherman's hat, and you guys pick a new lure to add to it. All right? We're running out of time, and it would really be a shame that we're this close if we don't hit it. I need those. We hit it very last minute. I need that. And then we don't have time for
my bills.
All right? So please consider. We were already going to contribute via tipping. to do it sooner rather than later so we have time for a poll for these 4 lures. I have to show them to you again so you know what you're voting for and everything. All right? Thank you. Like everything, Derek. He says there was a lot of TMNT comic books in the Cowabunga collection, and you had a lot of them, so it's a lot you didn't. Right. I was collecting Ninja Turtles comic books for like 2 years, and then I kind of grew up from Ninja Turtles. I was still watching the movies and stuff, but I was collecting other things like X-Men and Spider-Man. I went into that. So when I went to that, I didn't really care about the Ninja Turtle stuff anymore. So it was kind of interesting to see how long those comics had continued, because I probably had maybe 30 issues. And you saw those went on to like 70 plus issues. So they went on several more years afterward. Remember, it was 1 issue a month. So that's a long time for... Oh! Hello! Hiya! How you doing, Mr. Ginormous Fishy Fish? I really want to catch that thing. I really want to catch that. Okay. I wonder what lure it's going to bite. I should swap, huh? He mashed a button and got a random throw. I'm going to try the frog. This John Rambo impersonator did another $2 saying, would I be in a boxing match with Wings or Review Tech and how much money? No, I'm not stupid. I'm not a gimmick guy. All right? I'm not. I'm here to make meaningful content. I'm not some jackass who's going to perform a stunt to make some kind of a payday. It's stupid. It's funny when we're building to a silly fisherman's hat when I'm fishing. It's pertinent. It makes sense. You put on a silly vest or whatever. I'm not someone who's going to suck cucumbers and kiss chickens. I'm not someone who's going to do dumb fuck stunts to make money. I'm a content creator that makes meaningful shit for my audience, okay? Boxing, this stupid YouTube celebrity boxing is called a stunt for money. It shows that you're basically a fucking whore who's going to sell out and do whatever just to make a buck. It's dumb. I'm not going to fight those guys. First of all, I would 100% train, get my old wind back that I used to have when I was younger, weightlift, box, and I would beat the shit out of them, okay? But I'm not going to fight them. I don't care about that shit. It's the dumbest thing ever. Why do I have to care about beating up another YouTuber? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I would never do it. It wouldn't matter how many people would challenge me to it. Remember fucking Alpha Omega Sin years and years and years ago? I had beef with him because he insulted me at the launch of Street Fighter V, saying that I rage quit in Street Fighter. He was like, oh, here's these assholes who are rage quitting and there's no punishment for it. They're like Dark Side Phil. I was like, what are you even talking about? I'm infamously not a rage quitter in fighting games. I never rage quit in fighting games. And then he's like, oh, well, rather than having a valid thing to say, he literally says to me, let's fight. Let's do a celebrity boxing match. And if ever I was going to do one, I probably would have done it then. And I thought about it, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why the fuck would I beat up this fucking nobody for no good reason? Nothing to come of it. Like, it's the dumbest shit. I'm here to make content for my audience and have a good time with you guys in games. I don't want to beat people up. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm so far above that shit. Let everyone else do their little pranks. Let them do their little stunts. Let them do their little bullshit. And let them, you can cash in. Fuck that. I'm not here to cash in. I'm here to have a good time with you guys and make meaningful shit. All right? There you go. So that was what? $2? And then I just received a $27 tip from 52-pound striped bass. Yes, I did. And that is the biggest tip of the night. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. And with that, we have hit the hat goal for the night. We've done it. Look how dumb they are. Okay, awesome. Thank you to whoever that was, because obviously you wanted to remain anonymous. That means it is time for you guys to vote on a fishing lure. Are you guys ready for this? So, let me show you the 4 lures that are in the running for tonight, all donated by a fan. Ready? Lure number 1. It's called a Jam Fab Jig. It's a little neon-colored lure with a tail that's dual-colored neon pink and green. So that's the Jam Fab Jig. We've got the Gotcha lure, which is a very long, white lure with a neon-colored head and a red eye with 2 hooks. So Jam Fab and Gotcha. We've got the Hedden Torpedo lure, which simulates a chubby fish with spots and also has a tail that spins. See, that's kind of chubby. Torpedo lure. And then we've got the S Pro bucktail jig, which is a little golden-looking fish with a blue and white tail. Okay? So those are the 4 that are in the running. Let's go ahead and let's do the poll. Which lure should we add to the hat this week? Should it be the Jamafab jig? Should it be the Gotcha? It's just called the Gotcha lure. It's a long one. Should we get the Torpedo? Or should it be the Bucktail jig? There you go. So please vote. And then whatever wins, we're going to add to the hat. Here's the hat. Put it on for now. But once the vote's done, then we add it strategically to the hat so it stands out. Sadly, the frog is almost impossible to see on the front of the hat. That's what you guys voted for last week. No matter what, these are going to stand out a lot better. Okay, and thank you again to the fan who donated these. I really appreciate that. Okay. All right. So, let's go back to the actual game now. Here we go. Nice. Was there any more super chats? Philly Cheese, this super chat saying, do you have fighting experience? Have I ever professionally fought? No. Have I actually fought people in real life? Yes, a few times. But not crazy amounts or anything like that. I'm not a guy who likes to get into fights. In fact, back in the day, I was the one who always tried to defuse the fights. I'd be out with my friends and stuff, and they'd be drunk and trying to get in trouble, and I'd try to stop that shit from happening. Okay, here we go. Let's do this while you guys vote. What's hilarious is people are voting for the gotcha lure because they think it's funny, like gotcha games, because it's a dumb detractor meme. It's nothing to do with the lure. You fucking idiot. Has nothing to do with the fishing lure at all. You moron. Jeez, people are really that dumb. They really are. They're that stupid. It's pretty impressive. Okay. And that is correct. That is correct, Nathan. Yes, I'm not going to be mentioning contributions any further, like any goals. We do have a $150 goal for a vest. If we hit it, great. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Thank you guys for the support you did give tonight. I will still shout out everything. I'll add it up, but I'm not going to keep saying, oh, hat or whatever. If we hit $200 in tips tonight, I would add a second lure to the hat. But that's the only thing I'm going to say, and I'm not going to keep mentioning it, okay? Do you have any favorite Elton John songs? Oh, man. He has a lot of good ones, but, man, for some reason, Elton John and Billy Joel, I was confused, and I forget who's who. I always do. So then I say one, I was like, oh, Piano Man. No, it's Billy Joel. What am I talking about, right? Rocket Man. Rocket Man is Elton John. That's a pretty good song. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. That's a good Elton John song. Man, I know Elton John does a lot of songs, and for some reason, they're not coming to mind right now. Quandale says, Elton John recently released modern versions of his old songs featuring modern artists like Dua Lipa and Britney
Yes,
Spears.
they
I don't
said
know
that
who the
you're
fuck
gay
Dua
boy.
Lipa is. I don't know who
And
Britney
that we're gonna
Spears
make
is.
love to each other
Who the
tonight.
fuck's Dua Lipa? Is that how you say it? Dua Lipa? Is that how you say their name?
I'm playing a woodwind instrument. I'm Japanese.
Do they have two sets of lips? That's why they're called Dua Lipa? Okay. Well, Steve Smith did a super chat saying, forget your bills, Mom. DSP needs a new lure. Yes, I'm sure that's what happened tonight. Many people told their mothers, don't pay bills, charge a tip so Phil can add a lure to his hat. That's exactly what happened, Steve Smith. Congratulations. You've gotten to the bottom of the mystery. It's like you were in the mystery machine and you got to Mr. Withers and you ripped the mask off his face and you revealed him for who he really was. Good job, Phil. What? The cat did a super chat. He says, this is your therapist. Kill John Lennon? What? It would be kind of hard to kill John Lennon. He's already dead. I'm not sure if you knew the cat. He's been dead for quite some time. Unless you want me to dig him up and kill him again. Dig him up for a voodoo ritual. Goes, oh my, I'm back. Now I can do music to save the world. Wait, what are you doing? Oh! You can't kill a dead guy. Alright, anyway. I don't know what's going on tonight. There's definitely something in the water. And I don't just mean the water of this lake. Thank you to the cat for the super chat. What is happening? Alright, it looks like the gotcha lure is in the lead. However, it looks like the torpedo lure is catching up a little bit. I'll let it go for like another minute. But I definitely want to get the lure on there as soon as possible.
When I laugh and I go, or
so who's he voting?
Does that sound like ack, 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 ack? No.
Oh, really? No Sleep Real Virus said I was fishing today for real with his family at the beach. They call some small and big perch. Cool. I don't know if I've ever seen a real perch. Wow, you know what it is? This is the same guy. He's back. Wow, this guy took a break, and now he's back. That's pretty impressive. This is the same guy who has 10 accounts, 20 accounts, 30 accounts a night. And he hasn't been around for a while. I thought, gee, maybe the guy, got a life. Or maybe went to jail or something. Maybe his mother kicked him out of his basement. But apparently he's back now with the 10 accounts a night. So, fucking idiot. Heck, Shooter to the Super J says, do you like Fireball? What do you mean Fireball whiskey? Woo! Fireball whiskey is the one that tastes like cinnamon, correct? I've had it. I think it was all right. I'm not in love with it or anything, but it is tasty. I actually like the flavor of regular whiskey or like whiskey and Coke or something. That's a catfish, isn't it? Oh, dude, I hope that's a catfish. We haven't caught a catfish in a while. I really hope this is a catfish. Stop straining my goddamn hook. I think it's a catfish. Oh, he's pulling my hook hard, man. He won't stop either. He's being a dick. Wow, he likes to strain this hook. What was that? Splash next to me. There's another fish lining up to knock me out of my boat. It's a setup. You try to catch this one, the other one jumps, smacks you right in the face. Yeah, he's pulling my hook, man. This is going to be a tough one. He's got no easy catch. He's like, oh, you think you're going to get me, huh, buddy? Look at him. Oh, he's flopping all around. I got him. Big old catfish. Oh, yes. Look at him. Beautiful. A channel catfish. Biggest one I've ever caught. 25 pounds, 9 ounces. That is a beautiful fish. Nice. I mean, it's no 53-pounder, but it's a monstrous, awesome fish. Very nice. Let's get X Shooter up on the leaderboard. And I got another tip. And this one is from, excuse me, John Rambo to the $1.50.
Someone please shut up.
I apologize. I wasn't trying to start any drama. A lot of YouTubers, streamers, and content creators are legit boxing. I know. It's pathetic. I'm never going to do that. You're never going to see me do publicity stunts. You're not. I don't do that shit. Okay. Gotcha lure. I guess because of the name, whatever. First of all, I got to be careful with this thing. Okay? Here it is. Hold on. Let's go back over here. The gotcha lure. Got to be careful getting it out of its case here. Its case. It's the packaging. 2 big-ass hooks in this thing. Look. Big hooks. So let me see how I can actually get this into the hat. You know, one of the hooks already is kind of caught on itself. And maybe that's good. Yeah, look. One of the hooks you can store in this little... it doesn't really work.
What do I do?
All right. We're going to see how I can get this on the hat. Hold on. Big D says, why do people vote on the gotcha lure just because of the name? I don't get it. Big D, what you don't understand is that there's a lot of very stupid people on the planet, and they do very stupid things.
What do
Once
I
you understand that, and you kind of cope with it, you realize why a lot of stuff happens on Earth. Okay. So, I'm going to try to fit it next to the frog so it's easily viewable. Okay? See here how I can get the hook through. If I can get the hook through the hole, then I can easily get the lure through. The challenge is getting the hook through because the hook is a wide, kind of chubby hook style. I think I might have to go like this way to get through. That's working. Okay, good. That's working. Oh no, I hooked the frog by accident. I accidentally hooked the frog. So I'm going to have to put the frog back after I get this guy in. Okay, so here we go. There it is. Actually, that looks really good. And now I got to put the frog over here. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks really good, actually. And then, where's the front? The front's here, so I'll put the frog right here. Okay. There you go. All right. Let's see how this looks. Ready? You got to be careful taking this thing off. And remember, don't reach forward. I got to take it off from the sides because there's real live hooks there that can get me. There we go. How does that look? Stands out, right? Actually, it's falling. Oh, that's not good. It's falling through. There we go. Cool.
What
you
do
definitely
I do?
see it, and then the frog's right next to it. See that? Cool. Very good.
What?
So, hope you like it. Stands out a little bit. I think the other ones would have stood out better, but at least you can see this one. It kind of looks like a cigarette. It looks like there's a cigarette in the hat, right? It totally does. All right, so there you go. Here's your gotcha lure that you guys voted for, the original gotcha lure. And after that, we have other nice ones to add. And not that we're going to do this in the next 15, 20 minutes, but if we hit $200 tonight, you can add a second lure tonight, guys. But I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, excuse me. Shout out to G Rockwell Lover, who tipped me $1.50 and says, "You know what Cat's favorite alcohol is? Is she going to appear in any streams before the end of the year?" I'll answer those in the opposite order. She is welcome to come to the streams whenever she wants. Whenever Cat feels like she wants to come and hang out, she can. She's always an open door policy and always welcome. However, she has no desire. Years ago, she came on stream. Shitheads completely made fun of her for really messed up, fucked up things they said about her appearance and shit. And because of that, she has no desire to ever come back. She's like, if there's the few seconds that I'm on your stream, people are going to do that, why would I want to be a regular part of anything, right? Maybe one day that will change. But as long as people are complete scumbags to her on the internet, I don't think that's ever going to change. I think you'd have to see a major attitude shift from how things are today. Okay? Even tip. And the cat did another super chat and said, "Night Pimps, I enjoyed the stream. Can't wait to mod." I think the cat had just mentioned he became a moderator over on Wings of Redemption's stream. So I guess he's going to mod for
and
Wings
that's
of
it,
Redemption.
because you're just going to waste our time again.
But, all right, Cat, thanks for chilling tonight, and thank you for the support tonight. Okay. The frog's right here. The frog's right there in front of the hat as well. But the frog is tiny. Okay, channel catfish, awesome. Caught a ginormous catfish, very nice. Okay, we have about 15 minutes left, 20 minutes roughly. See how this goes, and see what else we can catch, if anything. Popsicle to the $1.50. I haven't seen the M Bison hat in a while when playing fighting games, because we haven't really hit a hat goal while playing fighting games. If you have noticed, when I play old school Street Fighter every Friday night, we're not really hitting the $100 goal anymore. So that $100 goal, it's not eligible. And then, even then, I've had some new hats in the rotation recently as a result of me cleaning out my closet last month, and people seem to like to see the new hats over the Bison hat. I think we wore it once in the last 2-3 weeks. The Bison hat once got voted in, but it was very rare. So that's correct, Quandale. Flight Simulator was like every stream. Everyone wanted to see it on Flight Sim. So this is like, oh, he's a pilot. It's a pilot's hat, right? Pilots wear that style of hat. All right, see what we got. A little longer fish. Could it be a walleye, perhaps? This might be a walleye. This guy is straining my hook, though. He's a fighter, for sure. There's nothing I can do about that. When he swims directly away like that, there's really nothing I can do to prevent him from straining the hook. I just have to get him to calm down and not pull as hard, and then I can catch him. See, I'm not doing anything, and he's straining the hook, and I'm not putting any pressure on that. He got caught behind the boat, didn't he? Yes, he did. It's this glitch that happens, where the fish gets stuck behind the boat. I need to get him to get unstuck, or else I can't catch it. How they made a fishing game and didn't realize that if the fish goes behind the boat, the whole game glitches? Oh, I caught him somehow. Look at that. Are you kidding me? I didn't really catch it. They just gave it to me. All right. It is a walleye. I was correct. Very nice. All right. Thank you to Popsicle for the $1 tip. Someone's asking about gifted memberships. They currently don't work. I got YouTube looking into it and trying to get me an answer on why they don't work, because they always worked, and all of a sudden they just stopped working suddenly in the last couple of days, which obviously sucks, because we're at a situation here where we're trying to build up the memberships again after losing a ton last month for trolling, and now people can't gift them. They're trying, it doesn't work. So hopefully we'll get an answer soon. I don't know if we will. What the fuck? They're trying to look into it. I guarantee you they're not going to say anything. They're going to give me a form letter response, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I almost guarantee it. Derek, I loved the DuckTales theme because I used to watch DuckTales when I was a kid. Pokemon wasn't
following
until
the game,
much later,
following the fun game.
so although I know the Pokemon theme, I'm not like I was not nostalgic about it or anything. Okay.
Thanks, Derek. I appreciate
Innocent
that.
Drowning Ant says
Are
it
you
was
a
interesting to hear me
functional
talk about
retard? I
addictions.
have to ask.
Sadly, his friend's whole life ended up being ruined, but due to one kind. That's sad. That's sad. I hope your friend got the help he needed, man. Okay. All right. I gotta be careful because now I have lures in my hat. And I have to be sure that when I have this hat on that I don't like jerk my head around and then the lures fly out and hook me. Because they do have real hooks on them. And that would be pretty painful, I bet. There was no surprise after Sunday Night Bites. The surprise was that there was 5 new lures added. No sleep real about 5s, but you missed it at the beginning. You joined late. Who was my favorite punk frog from TMNT? I don't know. There were only like 1 or 2 of the episodes of the television show. I owned one of them. I think I owned the one, his name was Napoleon Bonafrog. I think that was the one that I owned the action figure of. But I didn't really know much about them because they weren't on the show that much. Okay. Quandale says maybe consider filing down the hooks so they don't hook you. I guess I could try to remove the hooks too. Like I have tin snips. I could probably tin snip them off so that way they can't actually like get me. You know, the lure would still be on the hat, but it wouldn't necessarily be an effective lure anymore. Okay. It says there's a lot of fish left. I'm not seeing them though. It's raining. You would think maybe I'll get one. I don't know. Does Jasper eat fish? We get him treats that have fish in them. And the food that we give him, the dry food, has a large component salmon. It's actually a fish based on salmon as the main protein. Oh, look at that big one. Damn it. Get my other lure again. We certainly had a good fishing night tonight. Holy crap, did we catch some good ones, right? Oh, I'm going to try the booty shaker. We only tried it once, and it was too shallow, so it wasn't really working. This is more for, like, a deep lake. But I'll just give it a shot anyway. Derek, have a good night. I might be back tomorrow for Saints Row. Sounds good. Have a good night, my friend. Did anyone try to get it off the bottom? I don't know. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a bottom lure that they go for. Yes, we give Jasper wet treats. Oh! Apparently it worked. What kind of fish is this? We're about to find out. Perhaps a different kind, because this is a different kind of lure.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like it might be a bass. Might be a standard bass. The big guy, though. Definitely a big fish. I don't think it's a 53-pounder, but looks pretty big. This is going to be a fight, you can tell. This is one that's going to take a while. The way that he's moving casually around. Oh, splashing. He's using splash tactics to distract me. How dare he? Oh my god. I'm barely reeling him in any because he's such a tough one. This is going to be the toughest one of the night. It might be tougher than the 53-pounder. Which is weird because I'm fairly certain this guy's not 53 pounds. He doesn't look that big of a fish. Not doing anything to strain the hook. He's doing it by himself. He's just pulling hard. A lot of this has to do with luck. Are we making any progress? I don't think he's getting any closer. You swimming away? Jesus. This guy's an asshole. Come over here. Come over here, you son of a bitch. I got him. Oh, he's giant. I got an achievement. The century fish. Catch 100 fish in total. This is a giant striped bass, 25. So that's the third biggest striped bass. The biggest is 53 and 35. Now I got a 25 pounder. Damn. The century fish. About 100 fish in the game. Very nice. Pretty awesome, man. So this is actually a pretty effective lure. It worked, and it caught the biggest one, right? Let's try this. All right, let's try it. The fish looks delicious. I'm sure there's tons of meat on that fish, right? Tons of fillets, all kinds of shit coming off of that guy. I did not remove the frog. The frog was moved over here. He's over here on this side now. The frog is still on the hat. Darn. Didn't get anything's attention. Try again.
I think someone.
I cannot give memberships. You're actually not allowed to give memberships on your own channel. They don't let you. I looked at it and they're like, oh, it's your own channel. You can't do it. It actually says that. Flying Timer has tipped me $2. It says the following. So, it's been nearly 10 years since you did your retro replay of Fallout 3. You're right. I remember. It might have been exactly 10 years because it was actually, I was going on vacation. And I remember I was recording it and I batch recorded it before the vacation. And then I timed the videos out to go live a few every day while I was on vacation. He says, you should replay it in your current streaming format since I believe many of your parts have now been muted on YouTube. You're right, for the music, which I didn't expect to happen back then, that kind of stuff. Oh, I almost had a big fish. Back then, that kind of stuff, that stuff was not happening on YouTube. That was my first real experience with videos getting the content ID shit and getting muted and stuff. It was really annoying because I wanted all the music in the game and then half the videos ended up being like muted over time. Yeah, I would definitely like to play Fallout 3 again. I think maybe the next, since we just played Elder Scrolls, likely the next Bethesda game we play, we just did Skyrim, will be a Fallout. But I guess the question is, would it be Fallout 3 or would it be Fallout 4? Because Fallout 3 I've now played multiple times. And yes, you're right. Those playthroughs are outdated and a lot of the parts are muted. You're absolutely correct. But I've only played Fallout 4 once, right? Oh, I got a trophy white bass, 4 pounds. Cool. So I guess it's up to you guys to think about what you want. And likely that playthrough would be next year. either late this year, near the end, like we did with Skyrim, start it in late 2022 and go into 2023 doing it, or next year. We'll see. But I'm down for that. I'd be totally down for a Fallout 3 run that's more modern with interaction with you guys. I never did an interactive Fallout 3 playthrough. And doing all the DLCs and everything with it, that'd be pretty neat, I feel. Okay. Yeah, homeless orphaned aunt, you're being stupid. Stop trying to derail the stream and distract my attention for nonsense. Thanks. Have I considered using background music from games as background music for my streams? Why would I do that when I play all the audio of the games? I play all the audio of the games, so I wouldn't want to change the audio to be a different song or anything. Kevin, you have a good night. Thank you. Quandale, here's the deal. The Halloween event is supposed to be a members goal, but right now, you can't even give memberships to the channel because they seem to be glitched. So it kind of sucks because what the intention was that tier 1 members goal was going to be the Halloween event happens. Alright, I dress up in the costume, and you guys are going to be nominating and voting on games for the event, and members would get priority. I was going to have a tier 2 goal, where if we hit that, then you guys get to vote on the kind of costume that I'm going to wear, and we do a react event to Rob Gavigan and his macabre and horror-filled YouTube channel. But now it seems like I can't even get memberships outside of people just buying them themselves or re-upping their existing. There's no gifted memberships. They're not working. So without that, I don't even know how the component's going to work. Like, I'd rather wait and see if it fixes itself, or if YouTube gets back to me and lets me know what the hell's going on, then, you know, that would be great. But outside of that, I don't know what's going to happen. So I can't really keep talking about it. I don't feel like there's a reason to until we get more information about what the hell's going on with this stuff, you know? Okay. Have a good night, Malcolm. Thanks for chilling with me. Yeah, I'm only going to do a couple more casts, and that's going to be a night, guys. Only a couple more casts here. No, Dave Baxter, they will not have to be horror-themed games, although obviously having some horror-themed stuff in a Halloween marathon makes sense. It does not all have to be horror-themed games. I don't have that constraint. Okay. Could be. Quandale says maybe they'll look at it and fix it after Labor Day weekend. You're right, because likely,
What's in the box?
sadly, they're
What's
not
in the
working
box?
tomorrow because it's Labor Day in the United States, a national holiday. So maybe they'll get to it on Tuesday. I don't know. It just sucks that, like, no exaggeration, 21 gifted memberships I would have had on the channel in the last 24 hours, and I didn't get them because they don't work. That's not my fault, and that's not your fault. YouTube needs to get their shit working, you know? JJNS, the only Splatterhouse game I ever played on stream was when they had a modern reboot of them over 10 years ago. And I did play the modern reboot game on stream. No, it wasn't on stream, it was just for YouTube. This was before I was a streamer. I never played any of the old school Splatterhouse games, no. Okay. Yes, the Dark Pictures is making a game this year. It comes out in November. It does not come out in October this year. It's sometime in November.
Can someone please shut up this dude who's being
but it's not going to be in
moron?
time for Halloween. Oh, come on! Come on, fish. The bait's right there. Bite it. Alright. We're going to do one more cast. JJ, have a good night. I don't know what if people are leaving before the stream's over. I don't know why. We're like adjourning after one more cast, and everyone's leaving. I guess it's a sign I should get out of here. Huh? If everyone else is leaving, I guess I should leave too. Alright. Here, let me do my last cast for the night. No, I'm not going to watch House of the Dragons. I can't. I don't have HBO Max. So how would I watch it? Snag, you fuckface.
What do I do?
My last cast should not be a snag. I should get a fish. Come on. Episode 1 is free on YouTube. What's the point of watching just one episode? Alright. Okay. Nah, yes. And land this sucker. Oh, he got out of landing range. Darn, it would have been great to get him quick. Damn, he's a fighter. He does not want to be caught. He's going way out there with all his strength. Here's another walleye. It'll be our second walleye of the night. Yeah, he's all over the place. He will not let me land him. Shit. Pull my string like my string. Pull my line like crazy. Why is he such an energetic fighter? No, I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, he's fighting on his own, see? Oh, he went right to me. Yep, our second walleye of the night. Dude, we got a lot of good fish. Let's see. Let's see our tally for the night, shall we? Let's take a look. It's a trophy, a 10-pounder too. Wow. All right, let's end our fishing trip for the night here. And let's see what we got. It's going to give us our summary. We leveled up a lot. Oh my God. Wow. We leveled up a big amount with that. Dude, we got 20,000 credits. We got an insane amount of credits from tonight, from fishing just tonight. Yeah. So here's our catch. Here's what we got to keep. We got the white crappie, a 3-pounder. That was a trophy, right? Thumbs up. I guess these are considered good ones. A largemouth bass. Striped bass, 53-pounder striped bass we got to keep. Spotted bass, that was 7 pounds, got to keep. Another black crappie, look at that. Where's all the other trophy ones? Bunch of white bass. A channel catfish, 25-pounder. That guy was awesome. A 4-pounder white bass. Yeah, we got a lot of good ones. We earned a ton of currency. I think we only had like a couple thousand of that, and now we have 10,000. So we earned like a ton of currency tonight. God damn. Damn.
Stop
awesome.
this!
All right. That was one of our, I would say, our best week, right? You take a look at overall how much I raised, how much I got. Those are the biggest fish, a high frequency of fish. That was a really good one, guys. All right. And also, guys, of course, awesome that tonight we got to add a new lure. We got the frog here, and now we got this gotcha lure here. And maybe next week we'll start adding other new ones, including the torpedo or the bucktail jig. We'll see. But guys, thank you so much. Great Bass Master Stream. Sunday Night Bites was a fun and interactive success. I hope you all had a good time with me. Until next time. Awesome. All right. Stopped recording. Good stuff, guys. That was a fun night, right? All right, so here's the deal. Gonna upload this to the channel for anyone who missed it. Tomorrow, Saints Row 1 on the main stream. And tomorrow night, it is Midnight Fight Express. I'm actually very happy I'm taking the time to play through and beat Midnight Fight Express this week. I really, really like the game. And it sucks that I've been playing it now for, 3 weeks, essentially. And I haven't really gotten that far because I keep doing other stuff. Okay? So, thank you for that. I hope you'll join me tomorrow for all the fun stuff. And thank you all. It was a great streaming night. I had a lot of fun with all of you. I hope that you had a good time with me, all right? So thank you so very much, everyone. Please have a good evening, and I hope to see you in the AM. Maybe I'll have an answer for you on what's going on with these gifted memberships by then or not. I don't know. But I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right, peace out. Thank you all for everything. Great streaming day. See you in the AM later. Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Let this be noticed live on the internet. You're fucked. And you are done. Popo cock. Popo cock. Popo cock. Yo, Popo cock. This is great. All right, so Gabe Bourne is awesome.
Strokee.